Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Paradox Draft. Let me quickly also just do my funny at everyone. Yeah, I'm adding everyone for this. LamauXD. I'm hilarious. I know, circus music. Welcome, everyone. Oh, I'm glad everyone is here. So, let me also quickly give this a nice little refresh. I draft your mom. Fuck you. That's rude. Nuh-uh. Okay. Don't worry about it. So, for those who are unaware, the Emerald Quadrant is hosting a a Pokemon VGC draft tournament on February 17th, 11 a.m. ET. It will be hosted primarily on the Emerald Quadrant YouTube channel. If you wish to get links to that, !EQ, go make sure to head on over there. All of that good stuff. So, the throws are not working today. Again, we are actually focusing on the draft itself. Draft order. So, there are 6 rounds in total in this draft. There are 18 people. There are a few that did not show up to the live draft, as you can see in the box above me. You can see everyone, the VC, along with their beautiful VC chat. Please ignore the bird in the chat. Would be appreciated now. Everyone hopping on in. Welcome. So, there'll be 6 rounds in total. Everyone participating in this tournament will be drafting from a list of 1 S tier, 2 A tiers, and 3 B tiers. For those who are curious what those Pokemon are, I will quickly throw them on screen now. Let me just zoom in real quick. Very professional here. I know it's cropped, but skill issue. Pretty much from this list and from the slight cropped list, these are where they're picking from. These are based off of viability and things like that. So, if you have any questions about why certain Pokemon are in certain place, it's mostly just because either of their power, their like their viability, or things like that. All of that good stuff. But yeah, no, everyone gets 1 S tier, everyone gets 2 A tiers, and then everything else that is not on this list are considered B tiers, and they get 3 of those. So the draft order is going to be Cutie Mimi, Winter Cat, Biohazard, Printer Cat, Entity of Justice, Roddy Does Stuff, Sparking Blade, Pale Heart Bun, Chocolate Chip, Ellis Mewtwo, General Newt, Mallory 5, Nax, Song of Vent, Sadness, Your Game Is Still Toast, Senzu Umi, and Star Shade. I will not be focusing a lot on chat today. If you guys, want me to look at chat for whatever reason, I don't know, spam fucking emotes or dumb shit. But, with that being said, some people did not show up. I know, very professional. Though, luckily, people have submitted their choices ahead of time. Just in case they didn't. So luckily for those who did not show up, we have plenty of picks from them. So we can pretty much... Let's begin. Starting with Mimi. Mimi is not in the VC. I believe she did have work today. But her top choice, which, if you know anything about VGC, should not be a surprise. Though it's funny for me because Mimi doesn't... This will actually be legit Mimi's first time. We're not spinning a wheel blade. The order was already set, LamauXD. This will be Mimi's first time ever playing Pokemon. Ever. In this tournament. So this is going to be really funny. She picked Flutterman. So her first draft is Flutterman. Which, if you guys play VGC, y'all know all about this Pokemon. I mean, this is the most used Pokemon at the moment. Ghost Fairy just hits shit. For someone who is getting new into VGC, if you just want the most, like, consistent Pokemon out there, You pick Fluttermane, all right? You pick Fluttermane. Smart choice. Ghost Fairy, high special attack, high special defense, high speed, all of that. Next up is Winter. Winter, would you like to come on to the stage? Just wave your hand, or I think you can just move on to the stage since you're EQ. What will be your first choice, Winter Cat? What will be the choice? You can. I think there should just be a button that says you can just move up there. If I remember, I think there's just a button. Mushroom Guy, tier 1. Oh, Amoongus? Are you grabbing Amoongus, Winter? Is that your choice? Okay, Winter Cat, for her S tier choice, will be grabbing Amoongus. Where is this silly little guy? Yup, there it goes. There it goes. They're all saying sus. Amoongus is a fantastic choice. I believe it is primarily specially defensive, grass, poison, solid typing, gets access to, obviously, Rage Powder, Spore, it has Regenerator or Effect Spore, all of that good stuff. Great support option, very solid pick, Winter Cat, good stuff. Biohazard, you're up. What is your choice? Oh, you request to speak. There you go. Wait. That is so funny, Epic. You just need to wave once, Bio, here. I think if I just wave again. Here you go. You should have the option to join now. I think. There should be a button that lets you join. So true, Metroid. So true. So true. Are you able to get in the VC, Bio? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Wait. Why shit? Oh, I don't want to talk? Oh, well, you don't need a wave. Waving is to join the VC chat. If you don't want to talk, just say your pick. It's all good. It's all good. What would you like to pick, Biohazard? What is your draft choice? Also, thanks for the Among Us twerk. I just noticed that. Giving y'all a platform to post gifts is crazy. Also, hey, Story. My first pick is Belly Bolt. All right. Our first B tier choice to start with. Would you like to explain why Belly Bolt? Honestly, very based choice. Where is that silly little guy? There you are. Yeah, Belly Bolt is a very fun choice. I personally have used Belly Bolt with an assault vest set. Is there any particular reason you'll be picking Belly Bolt that you'd like to share, Hazard? You know what? That's the best reason. That's the best reason to pick a Pokemon. Wise choice, my friend. All right. Printer Cat, get up here, buddy. Come on. Would you like to speak? There you are. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing this fine morning?
I'm doing all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I got 5 hours of sleep and chugging coffee.
Awesome. Actually, I still need to have a coffee. Maybe that's why the moment I heard you speak, like, it was very energetic, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, it's only 4 p.m.
Lamau, I am drinking Tim's, by the way. I am drinking
Nice.
Tim's, yeah. So,
Right choice, right choice.
So, what will be your first choice of the tournament?
Well,
I see a profile picture change. Is that your choice?
my first choice is going to, rightfully so, I think, be Incineroar.
Ah, good.
To me, honestly, Litten's like one of my favorite Pokemon. Admittedly, in Sun and Moon, I have not evolved it. I keep stopping it every time. I don't really like Incineroar, like in terms of the design, but I know that for ranked, they're particularly useful, and I think it should be okay with the rest of my team. Also, I'm inexperienced, so it's fine anyway. I'm taking out one of the better ones.
Yes, so Incineroar, for those unaware, Incineroar is the second most used Pokemon. Previously, the most used Pokemon in VGC on 84% of Sword and Shield teams when it was allowed. It is the best support Pokemon in the game, and it literally has 10 viable sets. It is the most flexible Pokemon in the game, and debatably one of the best Pokemon in VGC history. Picking Incineroar was it was going to happen early on, so by all means. Is there anything else you would like to leave a comment on before heading back to the audience, my friend?
Who's after me?
Rebecca. However, she didn't submit anything, and she's not here.
Oh.
So,
who's after Rebecca?
Roddy.
Okay, Roddy, I think we'll pick an S tier to start with. I think most people should if they if they want the best ones. I think Ogerpon's going to be quite good throughout this. I will say it's quite versatile from just battling in ranked currently. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Heck yeah. Thank you for hopping on in. Head back to the audience, my friend. And Roddy, come on up, because Rebecca, unfortunately, is not here. Come on up here, you silly Canadian man. Roddy, get your... Roddy. Roddy, your EQ, you don't even need to request to speak. You just get on the damn stage.
Fuck you. It's you know, it's about...
Yeah?
It's not about the money, Spider-Man.
It's... yeah?
Alright, anyways.
Yeah, so what will be your first choice for the draft today?
My first choice will obviously be somebody who really deserved S tier, but didn't.
I know what you're about to say. Fuck
for
you.
whatever
Fuck
reason
you.
didn't make the cut.
Fuck you.
Bring me the future champ Garchomp.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Would you like to explain to the class why Garchomp?
So one day, Hale was on the ladder.
Oh god damn it!
And found little Timmy, and little Timmy was cooking. While little Timmy was cooking, Hale was just like making fun of him and bullying him and putting him down. But little Timmy knew what he was doing. Liquidation Garchomp will be... It will win.
Hi, Rebecca. You woke up now. Hop in the performance room VC. That's how you hop in. Yeah, so Garchomp, obviously has not been primarily used as it used to be, however, is still a very effective Pokemon, being able to be ran both on, sand teams with Sandvale for the fact that you could be as obnoxious as possible, or you could run, obviously, a defensive set, or just general sets with Rough Skin, getting nice chip damage on opponents that hit you. Obviously, you can stack it with Rocky Helmet, all that good stuff. Still doesn't get Dragon Dance, which is the funniest thing on the planet. But I unfortunately already know that you're just going to run Liquidation Garchomp. And I want you to know you're a bastard.
You don't know what I'm going to plan.
Oh, God. All right. Any last words before you're banished?
Liquidation Garchomp's going to win this shit.
God damn it. All right, Blade, get on the stage. I'm pretty sure you don't even need to be invited. I think you just get on in. Come on up here. You're a mod. You don't need... Oh, get Rebecca? Okay, Blade, you're gonna wait. Everyone's saying get Rebecca in. Rebecca, get in here! Get in here, Rebecca. There should just be a button that just says get in here. Blade, you're being put on pause. Rebecca, get up here. Hello! Hello.
I didn't realize there was the chat either. I'm very combobulated.
It's all good. If you need to use the text chat at any point, feel free to. So, what will be your choices for the draft, my friend?
Depends. What's been drafted? I can't see the whole thing.
So far, it's been Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Bellibolt, Incineroar, and Garchomp.
Well, then I've got to go with Iron Hands.
You're going with Brian Hands?
You're damn right I am. I want to use this Pokemon, and if it's not already been drafted for some reason, if it's fallen to me at 6th, then I'm gonna go with Iron Hands.
By all means, Iron Hands is a fantastic tank of a Pokemon. Obviously, we all know at this point it's Assault Vest set, Fake Out, Wild Charge, Drain Punch, Heavy Slam, all of that good stuff. Obviously,
Yeah, I definitely knew that. Definitely.
It also does have access to belly drum sets and a few others. Is there any other particular reason why you draft Brian first, or you just had?
Because I've never used it and it's very popular, and I want to win. But also, because I've never used it, it's more interesting than it would have been otherwise. If I had used it before, I probably would have skipped it.
But understandable. I mean, hey, you know what? Getting Brian early on is a very smart choice, my friend.
Yeah, it definitely was. Fluttermane and Iron Hands were top of the list.
I don't blame you. Is there any other thing you would like to say?
I need to take my meds.
Go take your meds.
I'm gonna do that.
Blade, hop in. Get in here now. Now we can get back to you, my friend. Get back here. Hello, Blade.
Hey.
My loyal mod. All right, so you're
the only one.
The only one. So, Blade, what will be your first choice of the tournament, my friend?
Oh man, I've been fighting on that, honestly. But I think it's gotta be King Gambit.
King Gambit, solid choice. Would you like to explain why you're picking King Gambit to everyone?
Well, I have never used King Gambit before. But I do know that it's a little funky with how many sets it can run. I know I'll only be able to pull off any surprises once, maybe, because it's open team sheet. But I still like King Gambit because it's a force to be reckoned with.
Of course. For those who are unaware of King Gambit's power, recently King Gambit has been running either Terra Dark or defensive Terras such as Terra Fire or Terra Dragon, primarily not even using steel moves half the time now, just primarily using things like Sucker Punch and Cowtail Cleave, Swords Dance, Protect sets. It has been a very strong Pokemon since it's released. Obviously, it has access to the Defiant ability, defying any stat drops to itself, allowing it to get buffed from said stat drops. It is an extremely solid Pokemon, and I'm excited to see how you're going to use it in the tournament.
It's Dark Steel, not Mono Dark.
Well, you know, people
Terra.
people just run Terra Dark. It's all good. I mean, that's nasty. That's the nastiest Sucker Punch in the tournament, my friend. Is there any other thing you would like to mention before hopping back down, my friend?
I'll remain in chat in case anything goes on my end.
Sounds good, my friend. All right. Pale Heart, will you be, yep, there we go. Hop on in, my friend. Get up here to the front stage. Hello.
Hi, there we go. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So,
Hello, hi.
what will be your first choice of the tournament, my friend?
Don't kill me, please. But it's gonna be Smeargle.
It's gonna be Smeargle. All right.
Yeah.
So I just scrolled all the way down to Gen 8 for Smeargle. I'm very embarrassed for that choice. So why Smeargle? What makes you pick this silly little guy?
Because he looks cute and coping ability goes brr. That's all I'm gonna say.
By all means, fair enough. So Smeargle obviously has been a nuisance since Generation 6. It has fallen off just a little bit in recent generations. However, I do think in a draft setting, Smeargle will do fantastic. Obviously, because of Sketch, getting access to almost every move in the game outside of some exceptions like Dark Void and Revival Blessing for obvious reasons. Moody sets allow it to obviously set up for potential nasty sweeps. Is an extremely solid Pokemon and a wise choice. Is there anything you would like to say before hopping back to the audience?
Not really. I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
You're all good. Don't worry. Thank you so much. Oh. All right, Chocolate. Come on up to the stage. How are you doing this fine morning?
Quite good. Running on 0 hours sleep. No caffeine or anything.
Hey,
and I'm here to pick my #1 pick, just floating on the wind with me,
Yo, Whimsicott, very solid choice. Oh, there it's all good. So, Whimsicott, an extremely solid pick. Whimsicott obviously is one of the best Tailwind setters in the game, having access to Prankster. It has other obnoxious supporting moves such as Helping Hand, Encore, Fake Tears, can set up Weather, all of that good stuff. Whimsicott is a very solid choice. Good pick, my friend. LS Mewtwo, come on up to the stage if you choose. If not, feel free to type. All right, you've requested to come on up. Feel free to join. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Awesome.
So,
all right.
what is going to be your first choice of the tournament?
All right, so I feel like I should draft an S tier first, but I'm not going to do that. I'm
Okay.
going to grab Electabuzz out of A tier.
Ooh, okay, so I'm biased. Electabuzz is in my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I genuinely love this guy. Electabuzz. So, why Electabuzz?
Well, he gets Follow Me. In my testing, he's really bulky with Eviolite, and just, I think I gave him Terra Flying, and he can still take, like, a stab Thunderbolt from Thunder from a few mons, so I think that's going to be really reliable. And I have a shiny Electabuzz in Pokemon Go that I've been meaning to use for something and transfer for, like, I think, like, years now, and it's just been sitting there. So it's going to get some action now.
Heck yeah. Electabuzz, obviously, like you mentioned, does get Follow Me, making it a very solid choice. Obviously, also has other supportive options like Thunder Wave and a few others. My brain is Go Burr, but I am a big fan of Electabuzz myself, so I am very happy that this boy is getting some action in the tournament. So yeah, is there any other thing you would like to mention?
Nah, that's it.
All right, thank you for picking your draft. And with that, Newt, would you like to hop on up? Of course, of course. Come, my friend. Come to the stage. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So, your first draft, what will it be?
I'm gonna start off with a little funny man known as Wheezing.
Ooh, Galarian or Cantonian?
Cantonian.
Okay, Wheezing. Awesome. So why Wheezing?
'Cause I think it's funny that my opponents don't get to have abilities, and I can build around having no abilities.
Solid, solid. So, Wheezing, for those who are uninformed, obviously, in Generation 8, they introduced the ability known as Neutralizing Gas, disabling all abilities on the field outside of a couple. I knew it doesn't disable, I believe, Calorex's as one. For a while, the Paradox abilities were not disabled. However, that was a bug, so now they are disabled once again. Wheezing does have very solid support options, such as, I believe, it gets Will-O-Wisp, and quote me if I'm wrong, I think it gets, like, I think Acid Spray, I think is the other one.
One of the other big ones is Taunt.
Taunt, that was the other one. Yeah,
That's a big one.
Cantonian Wheezing is a very solid pick, and there's already one big one that comes to my mind when I see a Wheezing. I'm not gonna say, but if you play VGC, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what you do with this boy.
Yep.
Is there any other final words you would like to say before returning?
No, that's it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Newt. Also, Roddy, fuck you. All right. Mallory 5 is not in the VC chat. However, they did submit their choice. And if I scroll down, their choice is their first choice that, from what I gathered, is Hippowdon. Where is this silly lad? I'm Gen 4. There you are. Hippowdon. So it is the second, I believe, Sandstorm setter. I am not fully familiar with Hippowdon myself. I believe it does get options to, like, Slack Off, and it is rather bulky to my memory. I will not act like I know a lot as to their reasoning beyond possible sand shenanigans, but overall, I'm very curious to see how this Pokemon will go, since, again, I am not particularly familiar with Hippowdon. Nax, are you in the VC and will you be hopping in? Yes, you are. Hop on up. Come explain. Hello.
Hi. Quick thank you to Rebecca. You said meds, and I remembered I have to take my antibiotics. So I am picking what I never expected would become my signature Pokemon, Luminion.
Oh, okay, Luminion. Okay, I want to quickly mention when other people were in the tournament before they dropped out, there were, I think, 2 people that said they were going to grab Luminion, which is just, to me, extremely funny. So, why Luminion?
It's scary. Honestly, going up against it, it's a little scary.
Would you like to explain why Luminion?
Tailwind setter, I could go Finneon for the extra bulk with Eviolite, but the 30 points of speed and Luminion gets access to Encore, I think it's a stronger pick for me.
All right. Hey, I'm very excited to see how you're going to use this. So is there anything else you would like to quickly mention?
No.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. All right, Songo, I see you're actually in the VC today. Would you like to hop on up or use the VC chat to explain your pick?
Why, hello.
Hello. I didn't think you were going to make it today. Welcome.
Power World at like 2 in the morning.
I heard Pal World very fun, by the way. So, I saw your profile picture change when Epic changed his.
So what's funny is that's not my first pick.
Oh, I thought it would be.
Now, people know what I scream in Risk of Rain 2.
Oh boy.
And Newt did not take it. So I claim Reggie. Oh, I have it disabled. Reggie Gigas.
Oh wow, out here sniping the giant golem himself. Would you like to explain Reggie?
No.
Oh. That's funny. Okay, so obviously Songo decided to grab Reggie Gigas as her B tier choice. Reggie Gigas before Gen 8 was completely fucking like trash. Like let's not even like kid ourselves. Reggie Gigas was fucking garbage. However, due to other Pokemon now supporting it, such as obviously Cantonian, Galarian, Weezing, and along with Pokemon like Grafaiai or Medicham, getting rid of its slow start ability, Reggie Gigas can be one of the most terrifying Pokemon in the game with proper setup. I'm extremely excited to see how they're going to use this Pokemon. So Sadness. Sadness, I believe, did not end up joining VC. I do not see them. I also do not see any priority on their picks, so we're just going to start with their A tier and go in order. From what I've seen, their first choice is going to be Ogerpon Water. Finally, we got the Ogerpon pick. I mean, this is just... Ogerpon is hands down one of the most just solid Pokemon in the game. Especially the water form. Obviously, any form of Ogerpon has shown previous tournament usage. However, water has been the most consistent. Obviously, fire, grass, water. Ivy Cudgel being one of the just most solid moves in the game. Has access to both supportive, defensive, and offensive options. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much to say about Ogerpon other than, you know, big stick, small girl, she go bonk. So yeah, solid stuff. I mean, we do like a bit of Ivy Cudgel. Your game is still toast. Are you hopping in the VC or will you be typing today? By all means, what will be going on? Yes, it is your turn. Will you be hopping in VC or typing your choice? What will you be doing? Typing? Alright. What will be your first choice? Yep, nope. Typing is completely fine. Nothing against typing. Entei! Alright. Entei is a very, very solid choice. Obviously, and the beasts were recently introduced in the DLC. Entei having access to Sacred Fire and obviously everyone's favorite thing, extreme speed, terra normal, spam. Everyone loves those shenanigans. Very solid pick. Obviously, its hidden ability is, I believe, Inner Focus. I believe is the hidden ability, obviously, given access to flinch immunity. Solid stuff. Yeah, very solid choice for your Entei. And also an A tier pick. Good stuff. Umi, will you be hopping in the... Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go. Hello, hello. Hello. Let me also... you're a little quiet. Just... Yeah, I have you on max and you're extremely quiet. I apologize. So, what will be your first choice today?
I'm so surprised I haven't been picked yet, but Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Rapid Strike Urshifu. Okay, let me go find that. I mean, I'm not going to allow my bias to seek in seeing this bear.
You can't deny it. Neither of us can deny it.
I'm not.
It needs to be played.
I'm not gonna deny the Rapid Strike Urshifu, but for those unaware, would you like to explain why Rapid Strike Urshifu?
It hits like a truck and it hits through anything. It hits first all the time, so there's nothing you can do to stop it.
That is extremely fair. Is there anything you would like to quickly say beforehand?
It is 9 a.m. and it is too tired for this.
It's all good. If you need to type or whatever, by all means, feel free to type. It's all good. All right. Thank you, Ume. All right, Starshade. Hop on up here. Hello.
Hi. Give me Heatran.
Oh, you're just going straight for it.
Yep.
So, my dude said Heatran. And then just... You know what? I respect. All right, Heatran, Fire Steel type. Access to obviously things like Heat Wave, Earth Power, Flash Cannon. It was debatably the second best Fairy type for a while. It's a very silly Pokemon. He will not elaborate. You know what? That's fair. And with that, round one of the draft has been complete. Overall, solid choices. And I'm very excited. I'm excited to see everyone's, like, now that a majority of S tiers have been picked for people, I'm excited to see what they're going to do to build upon their S tier choices. So Mimi is still, obviously, well, not in the VC chat, but her second choice for her A tier is Cantonian Arcanine. She just gave me the explanation that she saw it in one of the Pokemon movies and thought it was extremely fluffy. And you know what? That's fair. Arcanine, beginning of Scarlet and Violet, was a very solid pick. Debatably the best Intimidator in the game. Access to both physical and special fire moves and coverage. Terra Normal Extreme Speed is always going to be just solid. And it's a good support Pokemon. So by all means, very good choice. Wintercat. I need to add my Bean Boy. I'm going to assume your Bean Boy is Meowscarada. I'm going to assume, knowing you. Okay! Meowscarada! Where are you? There you are. So, Meowscarada, at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, was the most used Pokemon in the game in Regulation A. Its signature move, it guarantees crits, and that's just never not going to be a good thing. Being able to obviously do high damage, access to Protean, though, you know, it was nerfed this generation to only trigger upon switch-in, but still a very solid choice. It does get Triple Axle now. It has also moves like Knockoff and U-Turn and Play Rough. It has tons of coverage, along with a few supportive options. So yeah, I can't diss the Meowscarada choice. Bio said they're having some issues right now, so we're gonna skip them for now. Meaning Perinnercat. You're up, my friend. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Of course.
Right. Well, this is fine.
Mhm.
It's okay. I think I have to make a few changes.
Let me guess. Meowscarada was one of them.
It's fine.
It's all good, man.
It's all right. So I'm thinking on the fly here,
Mhm.
which is not very easy to do as someone who rarely plays ranked.
All good.
I'm thinking that Venusaur might be
Okay.
a potential something I can work with.
So Venusaur, I believe its most usage. Correct me if I'm wrong if I'm wrong, chat, or anyone that is still more familiar with this. Venusaur was used quite a bit in Sword and Shield. It has obviously Chlorophyll being its hidden ability, doubling its speed in the sun, having access to very solid options, things like solar beam, weather ball, earth power, sludge bomb, solid options, and the most obnoxious sleep powder in the game. So yeah, I mean,
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hey.
I don't know how. Again, I mean, I played more in Sword and Shield,
Mhm.
but I think it could be useful for that exact reason.
Hey, true, Bio, true. But hey, solid choice. If you get a Sunsetter, I'm sure that will be so fun to deal with for our competitors. Is there anything you would like to say real quick?
Please don't take. Let me just see who I want next. Okay, never mind. I won't say. Okay, nothing yet.
All right, take care, man. All right, Rebecca, get Bio. Are you back, or do you still need some time? If you can, obviously type if you need. Still need time? Okay. How do I join? There should just be a join button for you, Rebecca. There you go. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. So,
before I make my pick, I have one important question.
What's up?
How do you get hidden abilities in this game?
Ability patch.
Okay, so that's nice and simple.
Yeah.
So I was perusing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't do much prep. I was just now perusing through the A's and B's, the A's, and I saw that my favorite starter of all time is an A.
Oh, which one would that be?
And I'm going to follow the two cats and draft a grass starter. Give me Superior.
Ah, Superior. Solid choice. Would you like to explain your reasoning behind Superior?
It's my favorite starter of all time. I know how to use it. Contrary's fucking based. And, yeah, do I need to say anything else? I think that having Iron Hand Superior as an attacking core, like, what are you gonna do? Outspeed, probably. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't count.
All right, Superior. The OU King, Queen, or Emperor. Contrary Leaf Storm, obviously, Rebecca would just said, one of the most just cracked combos in the game, and with terrestrialization, both with Terra Grass, Terra Fire, and debatably the best use of Terra Stellar, just solid options. You have things like Glare, Leech Seed, so you're able to stay on the field longer. Very solid Pokemon, also one of my favorite starters as well. Really good choice. Is there anything you would like to say real quick as well?
It really is my favorite starter ever, but, you're welcome, Epic. I highly doubt you wanted to get Superior after Venusaur. So, you're safe for now. Keep going at it, bestie. I believe in you.
Oh, all right, Roddy, get on up here. Also, hello everyone in the chat. As a reminder, I'm not focusing on chat today, but I do see your chat. Don't worry. I do read everything in chat. Roddy, get your ass up here, boy.
Fuck you.
All right. You drafted your B tier. Will you be drafting an S, A, or B tier this time?
I'm going to be drafting my S tier because I'm worried that he's going to get taken.
Okay.
I'm going to be drafting Tornadus.
Tornadus. Okay, so Tornadus incarnate, correct? The genie?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your thoughts what's your thoughts behind Tornadus?
Everything about my team will remain hidden. I don't want anything else to be revealed.
You just wanted to.
Be funny.
You just wanted to flex the Garchomp.
Yeah.
By all.
I want people to know that they're going to lose to Liquidation Garchomp.
You know what? Fair enough. You can hop back to the audience if you want. Tornadoes, before Whimsicott was, I would even say, I believe still now, the go-to Tailwind setter in the game. It got buffed because of Bleakwind Storm, aka, Bleakwind Miss. Everyone loves that 80% chance. If it ain't 100, it is 50-50. One of the best speed control options in the game. You have access to quite a few supports as well. Primarily, Taunt. Taunt's just a good stuff. Yeah, I mean, nothing much else to say other than this thing is just a nuisance when it comes to supportive options. Blade is not here. Blade, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Blade, get up here. Where'd you go? Hello. I was scared for a second. What's up, Blade? Blade? Hello? Blade? Oh, there he goes. Oh, Blade? Hello? Blade?
Oh, can you hear?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right.
Give me Ditto.
You want Damn. All right. So, Ditto. I mean, I'm not even gonna. I don't feel like I have to explain Ditto. I feel like I don't even need to explain to my mom what Ditto does. Fucking everyone knows what Ditto does. It just transforms. There we go.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, so Ditto, I will say, fantastic choice in the case of this tournament, simply because you are able to transform into other people's S tiers. So you get 2 S tiers. Good choice. Yeah, it's Ditto. There's nothing much else I can really say. Bun, get back up here. Get on the stage. Get up here, you silly. Hello.
Hi again. Hi.
It's all good. Which Pokemon will you be drafting this time? Your S, A, or B tiers?
I'm gonna choose my B one right now because I'm pretty much afraid it's gonna get taken because the choice is very obvious. Alolan Mach.
Alolan Mach. Okay. Would you like to explain your reasoning behind Alolan Mach?
Full Metal Alchemist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Alolan Mach was, introduced in Gen 7 as one of the first regional variants. Poison Dark, meaning it only has one weakness. It's quite a defensive, tanky boy. Access to Gluttony. Access to, I think, Poison Touch is its other ability. And its hidden ability being Power of Alchemy, which, when an ally falls, you steal its ability. Solid choices such as Knockoff, Gunk Shot. Yeah, just good Pokemon. Is there anything else you would like to say real quick?
Oil spill goes burr. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you.
Of course. Oh, all right, Chocolate, get up here. Come on up.
Hey there, everyone. After picking Rhythm Call, I'm going to choose the May that was made for competitive. You'll help me clean the slate. That's what I'm talking about. Indeedee Female!
Oh boy. So, Indeedee Female, what's your reasoning behind this choice?
Well, I need to support my B tier that's going to help clean the slate. So what's better than a May that's made to help do that?
All good. Also, fuck you, Hikari. Hope you're doing well. But Indeedee, it has access to. Is its hidden ability? Psychic Surge, chat. I think it's its hidden ability. Psychic Surge. Yeah, sets up Psychic Terrain, blocks priority, has access to Follow Me, Helping Hand, just really good support options. Looks like Chocolate is setting up for a lot of support options. Stream's going good. As a reminder, chat, I'm not focusing a lot on chat today since this is setting up for an EQ tournament coming up in the future. But I hope everyone in chat's doing well today, and I do read everything posting in chat. We're just not focusing on much today. But it is going well. Mewtwo. All right. Hello.
Hello.
So,
I want to grab Grass Ogre Pond.
all right. This was your S tier choice, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your thoughts behind Ogerpon Grass? Where is it? There it is.
All the way down there. Well, she doesn't really get used a lot, I think, compared to like the fire and water ones. I'm not really big on the cornerstone mask. That's the rock one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with the core that I want to build for this team, it's going to work out really well, and it gets Defiant, which is a huge boost for anybody that has Intimidate. So yeah.
Hey, good stuff. I'm excited to see how you use it. Ogerpon, as just stated, has Defiant. When it goes into its Terra form, it does not gain. It stays grass because it's the grass mask. However, it does get a speed boost upon terrestrialization, and because of the fact that unlike the other masks, it does not need to hold a mask. It does have item choice. Yeah, solid choice. Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to mention?
Nah, that's it.
Awesome. Biohazard, I see you have returned. We will quickly go back to you. What would you like to pick, Bio? Chien Pao. There you are. I was waiting for this one to get picked. Chien Pao. Ice Dark, a fucking menace. This is what this is, literally a menace. It took ice types from irrelevancy to, oh shit, this thing's a threat. Primarily the exact same set for a lot of it. It's usually Ice Spinner, Icicle Crash with Sucker Punch and Sacred Sword. Sometimes it's Swords Dance, sometimes it's Protect. Most of the time it's Protect. Its ability allowing it to, well, its ability allows it to reduce defense, physical defense by 25%. Very solid stuff. Hello, Nina. Chien Pao's just good. Also, a Terra Stellar Chien Pao won a regional. Was it a regional or tournament? I don't remember which one. But it won a tournament with Terra Stellar. And it's a very silly Pokemon. But good choice for an S tier. Newt. Your turn. Come up. So true. Nina is rad. So.
Well. Songo. Here's the funny thing. I was prepared.
Oh,
I had a backup.
You had a backup.
And a smarter person would go for an S or another A type. Mm-hmm. But I'm not smart.
You know what? I respect the choices.
So give me Slacking.
Ah, there it is. There's the other Reggie. So, why Slacking? Would you like to explain?
No ability. He smack hard. Return to monkey.
He is a very funny monkey. Slacking, pretty much just since, well, it wasn't in Gen 8, but because of this generation, Slacking is finally able to be used properly, having access to either Grafai support, Wheezing support, all of that to get rid of its ability. Its physical attack is insane. It's got great coverage options. It just smack hard. It's big monkey, very big monkey.
And that's it.
Hey, by all means, thank you for your pick.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Hello, Jim. I hope you're doing well. So, Mallory once again only gave me a few options, but because of the fact that, again, going off what they've given me, we're gonna pick their S tier because I want to try and I think it's good to get the S tiers out of the way. And for their S tier, they requested Goldango. Goldango has one of the most broken abilities in the game. Good as gold, just denying any status move going its way outside of obviously abilities that ignore abilities like that, things like Mold Breaker, Melicium, that whatever Toad Scroll gets, that thing. Mycelia Might. That's the ability. Outside of that, Good as Gold just flat out denies any status move coming its way. Steel Ghost, phenomenal typing. Make It Rain is one of the most cracked moves in the game. It's just a good Pokemon. It's just really good. It's just very solid. So, hey, I'm excited to see what's going on here. Next. Hello. Welcome back to the stage.
So, Luminion's a Pokemon that's obviously incredibly strong on rain teams, which is why I'm picking Rotom Heat.
Rotom Heat. Okay, that is a A tier if I remember correct.
Yes.
Awesome. So, why Rotom Heat? What's the mindset around that choice?
So, while I do intend on having Luminion run Rain Dance, Rotom Heat actually really benefits from being with Luminion because Storm Drain covers its water weakness, meaning it is only weak to rock.
Interesting.
Which will hopefully buy me time.
Hey, I did not think about the Storm Drain combo there. Hey, I'm excited. Rotom Heat, Rotom appliances have just been solid. Whether it's Wash, Heat, or Mow, those three are usually the go-to. Rotom is a very solid Pokemon, running usually bulky offensive or supportive defensive sets. I've seen Life Orb, I've seen Leftovers. Terra Electric, Levitate is a very, very silly option. Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah. And I feel confident even mentioning the Storm Drain now because I assure you, all of you will forget about the Storm Drain from my experience at VGC.
Hey, by all means, I'm excited to see what you do with this little guy. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello, Toast. Songo, you are up. Come on.
Right.
Hello.
Please don't lower my volume, actually. I'm saving my bet till third pick, but,
All good. So
since nobody took, Medicham, right?
No one's taking Medicham, no.
I am taking Medicham.
You're doing the silly. Would you like to explain what you're doing with Medicham here?
I am taking it so nobody else takes it.
Medicham is a very silly Pokemon. It has access to huge power. I believe it's psychic fighting, close combat, Zen Headbutt. I believe it has elemental punches, and I already see what Songo's doing. It's going to be pure power skill swap. Very silly. If she gets it up, fucking yikes. So yeah, just don't let her get it set up. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you do, skill issue. So, next up is Sadness. Sadness is not in the VC chat to my knowledge. I don't see them. Yes, I don't see them. So their second pick, if I check, is Archaladon. Okay. Archaladon is the new evolution of Duraludon, and it's just kind of cracked. It has access to things like Stamina, Assault Vest. It's a signature move. Electro Shot is one of the most stupid things I've ever seen introduced in Pokemon, period. It's a good Pokemon. I mean, increasing your special attack with Insta Recharge and Rain. And yeah, it's a railgun. It's a rail bridge. It's Sojourn's weapon. It's a fucking stapler remover. Archaladon is just very silly, and I respect it. I am extremely I'm excited to see it used. I think Archaladon is just a really cool Pokemon. Plus, you know of a reference. We love to see it. Your game is still toast. You're up. What is your second pick? What would you like to draft? By all means. You're gonna be funny. What's your funny choice? Slitherwing. Ooh. Slitherwing is actually pretty based. Slitherwing, I don't remember if this thing has had proper VGC usage, but I like this guy. It's bug fighting, solid options, things like leech life, first impression, close combat, a few fire options. It's just a little man, little guy, and I'm excited to see how this one's gonna be used. I primarily use it with assault vest, but hey, I'm very excited to see what the cooking is going on here. So, Umi, you are up again. Will you be typing or speaking this time around? It's all up to you. Pelipper, okay. I see what's going on here, and I'm already scared. So, Pelipper, Gen 7 got buffed to give it Drizzle, which that alone elevated from irrelevance to just super good. Being a range setter with Hurricane is absolutely horrifying, but it also gets things like Tailwind and Wide Guard and Helping Hand. It is an extremely solid support Pokemon. And combined with Urshifu Rapid Strike, holding things like Mystic Water or things like that, that Surging Strike is going to hurt. So better get those electric types ready. Starshade! Let's get you onto the stage, my friend. Hello!
Latios.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Latios is an S tier, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna double check because I'm fucking stupid. No, it's an A tier. It's an A tier. I'm silly. All right, I'm a little goofy. I just scrolled all the way down to Gen 6. I ran out of coffee, guys. You guys can tell. I ran out of coffee. Where is it? Where is it? There you are! There you are! Latios was the S tier. Thank you. Latios, just a solid special attacker. It got a few new tools. Number one, its signature move got buffed. So it's better than Psychic. It gets access to things like Flip Turn now. That's horrifying to think of. Solid special attacker. I've not primarily seen Latios in VGC, so I'm very excited to see what Starshade's going to cook up. So, hey, should be some good stuff. And with that, round 2 is complete. We are on schedule, everyone. Thank you so much for cooperating. Most of the S tiers have been picked by everyone. The people who have yet to pick an S tier are Toast, Songwithent, Nax, Newt, Bun. All right, let me move that there just to make sure. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are the only people I've yet to pick S tiers. So, fun. So, Mimi. Mimi is up next. And Mimi's next choice for an A tier, she has picked Galarian Moltres, which I am very shocked by. I'm not going to act like I know Mimi's preferences for Pokemon, but this was a extremely solid choice. Galarian Moltres, introduced in Gen 8, has access to Berserk, I believe is what its ability is called. Once it's below 50% HP, gets a special attack increase. Its signature move, Fiery Wrath, I believe. No, Latios is an A tier. We double-checked, Toast. Latios is an A tier. Latias is S tier. Also, hi, Arya. Has access to Fiery Wrath, which is a spread Dark-type move with the chance to flinch. Good stuff. I think Mimi, again, as a reminder, this is going to be Mimi's first time playing Pokemon, period. She's picking up Pokemon for this tournament. This will be a very solid team for her to start with. Wintercat, you're up. Alolan Ninetales. Okay. So, Alolan Ninetales, one of my personal favorites. Let's grab this silly little guy. For those who are hopping in for the first time and are wondering what's going on, we are drafting the people in the Discord chat above me. They are drafting picks for the upcoming Paradox Draft, which is a VGC Pokemon Draft tournament being held on the Emerald Quadrant Twitch channel, Emerald Quadrant being the content creation group I helped found. It will be hosted on February 17th, 11 a.m. ET, and these are the draft picks. But yeah. Alolan Ninetales is a very solid pick. It is both beautiful and got buffed this generation thanks to the change from hail to snow, giving all ice types a 50% increase in both their defenses, and along with Aurora Veil, making this thing an extremely good support Pokemon, getting access to things like Icy Wind, always hitting blizzards with snow up. It has access to Encore. Good shit. So I'm excited to see what she's going to cook up with Alolan Ninetales here. Biohazard, what is your choice? Yeah, that's what's going on here, chat, is drafting for the upcoming EQ tournament. And these are the teams that everyone will be using. My first A tier. All right. What is your A tier choice, Biohazard? Dragonite. Okay, yep, that is a classic pick right there. You got Shenpal. You gotta get it. It's bread and butter right there. Dragonite Shenpal is a combo that is just never going to go away in this damn format. Thanks to Inner Focus, you're not going to get flinched, and you're just going to Terra Normal Extreme Speed. It does have more options than just Terra Normal Extreme Speed, but when you got Shenpal, well, you might as well just run Terra Normal Extreme Speed. Solid choice right there. Can't blame you in the slightest for wanting to run this silly little combo. So hey, I'm excited to see what if you go with that or you could get something else. Also, hey Discglow, hope you're doing well. So Epic, return to the stage. Hello. Hello. Which one?
Grimmsnarl.
Grimmsnarl. Why Grimmsnarl? Would you like to explain?
No.
Oh, fair enough. All right. So, Grimmsnarl. I mean, a lot of Pokemon that have been drafted so far have been a lot of support options. But Grimmsnarl is just a really good support option. Is primarily used for dual screens with Light Clay. It has access to the move, False Surrender? Is it False Surrender? I think it's False Surrender. I think that's the one. Or am I thinking False? Is it? Chat, what's the move it's called again? I forgot. What's the silly Grimmsnarl move? It's False Surrender? Okay, I'm right. False Surrender, lowering special attack when obviously using it. Other support options. It's not just screens. It also got Spirit Break. That's the one. Oh, is the link not working? Mods, if someone could post the updated link, because that we erased that link, just post the EQ one. It would be appreciated. Just post in chat. Has access to Helping Hand, has access to Taunt, Fake Out, Parting Shot, Thunder Wave. It's just a good support Pokemon. Prankster is always very silly. Very silly choice. So, hey, solid. Rebecca, come on up here. I still don't know how. Okay, hold on. Here you go. Hello.
You guys keep saying you should be able to, and then not telling me how to. So, do you mind if I go on a bit of if I explain my idea behind this, or would you rather I not trail on too long?
As long as not too long, because we are on a bit of a tight schedule today. But what would you...
looking at fire types.
Okay.
With female Indeedee chosen, I kind of want to snipe and take Armor Rouge, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Instead, there's a fire type I think fits so much better on my team. It gets Tailwind. It gets Will-O-Wisp.
Okay.
It gets Heat Wave. It's Cantonian Moltres.
Okay, Cantonian Moltres. This is a silly guy I haven't seen in a second. This is a... Which tier did I put this one in again? I forgot. B, okay. I had to double check.
And in doing so, I have now taken all of my S and all of my B, or all of my A, sorry. It's an A. All of my S and all of my A. So now I'm stuck with Bs. And I think I know what ones I'm going to take.
Hey, by all means. Tonian Moltres, thanks to terrestrialization, is finally not a dog shit Pokemon. It could finally get hit by a rock and not die. Like you just said, it has very solid options. It's just the fact that its typing held it back for so long, and obviously because of terrestrialization, it no longer has to be that type. No one's taking Gardevoir yet. No, Nina.
To be clear, I'm a singles player. I've played VGC once, and it was on stream with you. And so I slept on Moltres, thinking like, oh, Moltres is so weak to Stealth Rocks. That's not really a thing in VGC, is it?
No, not really a thing outside of Cleavor.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm gonna take Moltres. I'm gonna have a Tailwinder because I watch Wolfie VGC. I know what's up.
Hey, by all means, I'm excited to see what you cook up. Thank you so much.
And that means there's only one Pokemon I need to complete the most terrifying team in the world. Be afraid. Bye.
Oh, Roddy. What is happening? VGC, we're doing a draft for an upcoming EQ VGC draft tournament, Disclo. That's why all these Pokemon are here, all these names. Hello, Roddy.
Hi.
So, you have your S tier and a B tier. What?
One of my A tiers were stolen, so I'm sad about that.
Ah, that's tragic.
However, my second A tier wasn't stolen.
Oh.
So, bring me top.
You want the Hitmon top?
Bring me top.
Heck yeah, Hitmon top. Access to Intimidate, access to a lot of hard-hitting moves while having great support options. Just solid Pokemon in general. Obviously close combat, but you have things like Fake Out, you have things like Feint, you have things like Coaching if you wanted to run that. Good choice. I personally really like him on top, so by all means. Lull him out. Alright, next up, Sparking Blade. Are you here? Yeah, so for those who don't know what a draft is, if you know fantasy football, kind of similar to that, TLDR, we pick a Pokemon and only that person gets to use that Pokemon in the tournament. So, Entity of Justice has Iron Hands and has Superior, and Moltres is the only one that can run that. Blade just sent me a DM. I'm going to quickly disable the Discord so I can check it real quick. Okay, so he has picked, wrong thing. There we go. And let me just double check to make sure it is the correct thing. All right, he has said Bronzor, which is an A tier. Bronzor, Trick Room Setter, Gyro Ball, Iron Defense, Body Press. I'm not gonna act like I am super familiar with Bronzor, but Bronzor. I've been saying Bronzor. I'm in Bronzong. Chad, I ran out of coffee. I ran out of coffee. You can tell I ran out of coffee because English is my first language, everyone. It's my only language. I ran out of coffee. I'm stupid, Chad. I'm a fake fan. But yeah, Bronzong access to two very defensive abilities, being Levitate and Heat Proof. Very solid option there. It looks like he's possibly going for Trick Room, but hey, we will see. Pale Heart Bun. Come on up. Hello. Get up here.
Hi again. Hi.
Hello.
The cringy anime reference bunny is here. Hi again.
You're all good. So, will you be finally picking your S tier, or will you be picking other options still?
I'm finally picking my S tier, and I think it's kind of obvious if you kind of know BCG. Cresselia.
Cresselia. Yes. So, would you like to explain Cresselia?
goddamn healer, and she's literally Sailor Cosmos. So yeah, I don't really need much explanation. A Sailor Cosmos Pokemon, thank you. Yes.
All good. Cresselia, in this generation, got access to the most stupid thing that it need access to, that being a heal move. It got access to sustaining recovery that not only heals itself, it heals its ally in Lunar Blessing. Thanks, Game Freak. Great choice there. One of the best Trick Room setters in the game, though it has run other options. There was a tournament where a Stored Power Calm Mindset won. It's just a very solid Trick Room Pokemon. I can't blame you, Slice, for picking that one. So, hey, good choice. Is there anything else you would like to quickly say?
Don't kill me. Like, please, just go easy on me. I'm really rusty about BCG.
It's all good. Thank you, bud.
Thank.
Oh. Alright. Chocolate, come back onto the stage. Hello,
Why,
hello.
hello there.
Hello. So, will you be continuing to go in order?
Sadly, no. I'm gonna need to pick some of my star B tiers.
Okay.
And I want to pick my main singer, the one that will sing a sad song of dread for everyone. A pure fire, well, not a pure fire type after its final evolution. I'm talking about Skeledirge.
Ooh, Skeledirge. Would you like to explain the reasoning behind Skeledirge?
Well, it's bulky. It could boost itself up with an attack, so it can't be taunted. And what I have planned is just works. Plus, with Indeed a female, it could just follow me for any scary ghost type shadow balls from, let's say, Fluttermane, for example.
So, as obviously explained, Skeledirge. Skeledirge at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet was a very solid pick, having access to the Unaware ability, ignoring the opponent's stat increases. So if it wanted to increase special defense, flat out ignore it. Its signature move, also allowing it to increase its special attack every time it's used, along combined with access to Throat Spray, giving it just +2 at the beginning. It is a very, very solid Pokemon. Grass Ghost, it is a very funny fairy type as well. It did run Terra Fairy for a while. It's a very solid Pokemon, and I don't blame you in the slice for picking it. Mewtwo. Mewtwo. Did I say Grass Ghost? I meant Fire Ghost. Fuck! Anyway. Come on up here, Mewtwo.
All right.
I'm very professional. How you doing?
Good. I'm gonna grab I think my last Aetermon with Hisuian Samurott.
Ooh, okay. So explain your mindset on this silly little guy.
I think he looks really cool.
You know what? That is the most valid reason so far. For all the people who are just saying this is my favorite or I just think he looks cool, you guys are the true MVPs here. So Hisuian Samurott was the Hisuian evolution of Oshawott and Duwott, gaining the Dark type along with the hidden ability Sharpness, allowing for all quote-unquote blade moves to get a 50% increase, including its signature move Ceaseless Edge, which allows to set up spikes, which in VGC there's not much form of entry hazard removal, so setting up any entry hazards in general is just absolutely devastating. So extremely good choice, and I'm excited to see how you're going to utilize this Pokemon. Any quickly last thing you would like to mention?
Nah.
Awesome. Thank you. Newt! Newt! Come to the stage. Hello!
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome. So, how are you feeling?
I've had 2 of my mons yoinked already.
So,
I had my Gigas and Tornadus yoinked. Those are the 2 that got yoinked for me.
Tragic. What do you...
Yes.
Do you at least have the backup options, though?
Yes, of course.
Glad to hear. And what will you be choosing this time around?
Sandy Shocks.
Ooh, okay. So, what's your reasonings behind Sandy Shocks here?
Yeah, he's just a little freak, and I like him.
So, Sandy Shocks, one of the Paradox Pokemon that we do have down in the B tier, Electric Ground, I believe is primarily used as a special attacking sweeper, though fun fact, does have the fastest gravity in the game. I personally really like Sandy Shocked. I did use him for a while myself. He is a silly little guy, so by all means, I respect the pick. Is there anything else you would like to mention about your Sandy Shocks?
Nah. He's just funny.
Hey, I respect that, my friend. So, Mallory. Mallory only... So, I want to emphasize the fact that, Mallory only sent me 4 Pokemon, 2 of which were S tiers. So, Mallory will definitely have to do some, drafting afterwards, because of their lack of picks. But I'm very interested by this one because their second pick is actually Torkoal. Their second A tier is a Torkoal. So, Torkoal, buffed in Gen 7, has access to Drought, which allows it to have a devastating eruption, a few other choices like Earth Power, Solar Beam, Body Press. It's a little guy. I'm very interested so far, mostly because they're running both Hippowdon and Torkoal. I don't know if they're running maybe a dual weather. I'm not sure, but hey, I'm very interested to see what they're setting up for in the tournament. Nax, come on up. All right. Hello.
Hello. All right, so I had a whole plan fleshed out that definitely hinged on Sandy Shocks, which just 45 seconds ago got stolen from me. So I have not had time to think it over. I haven't picked an S tier yet, and I'm still not going to.
Okay.
I'm going to take Metagross, because that was one of my backup picks, because it's good, right?
Yeah, so Metagross recently did get quite a few buffs this generation. It got access to Heavy Slam last gen, but no one ran it just because Dynamax is a silly mechanic. Though along with that, it has access to Psychic Fangs this generation. Finally, no longer shackled by its lackluster Zen Headbutt, and it is your other A tier. Also, it got access to Body Press. Noted. Yeah, solid Assault Vest user, but, it has access to also things like Bullet Punch. Has Hard Press if you really wanted to run that. Silly guy. Is there anything else you would like to mention about Metagross?
No, I don't think so. I haven't run Metagross yet, so we're going to have to figure this out.
Hey, I think he's a cool guy, and I'm excited to see how you're going to run him, by all means.
All right.
Songo, come back up. Come back up here, my friend. Lower my volume? Oh, God, what are you doing? What are you doing, Songo? Songo? Huh? Songo? Yeah, I'm ready, I guess. What?
So, you want to know what my pick is? My next pick?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yes, Songo?
Oh, I know what I should pick.
Yeah?
It's gonna be Meganium.
Meganium. Chat, I'm gonna be honest, I have no fun fact for Meganium competitively. It's fun fact that it's Meganium. And there she goes. There's your fun fact for Meganium. There is no fun fact. It's Meganium. There is literally a fucking ongoing bet that there's an ongoing bet in the VGC community that a huge name is giving out $10,000 to someone who fucking wins a tournament with this thing. Because it's Meganium. I got nothing to say. I love Meganium. Amazing Pokemon. I have nothing. I literally have nothing to say. It's Meganium. It's Megadium. Sadness. Returning to Sadness. Their next pick was Politoed. Politoed. You can tell. Is that a positive or negative statement? As someone who loves Megadium, Megadium has done nothing competitively. Competitively, it is not good at all. It really isn't. But Politoed is cool. I like Politoed. Drizzle user, it got access to Muddy Water once again. Has access to things like Encore, Helping Hand, Icy Wind, Perish Song if you want to be a little silly. It's a fun Pokemon. I particularly enjoy Politoed. I'm not biased. Don't look at Paul. All right. Your game is still toast. What's going on? What's going on with you, Chief? What's going on, buddy? Illusimise or whatever. The fucking bug. This little guy. This little man. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to act like I can pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing this Pokemon's name. I swear I've heard it throughout so much of my life, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. So, Illusimise. Also, hello there, furry man. Welcome, welcome. This guy is a little silly. It has access to Prankster, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is a Tailwind user. It is a Tailwind user. Tailwind and T-Wave. Those are the ones, yes. It has access to Tailwind. It has access to Thunderwave. It has access to Stronglebug. And it has access to Encore. You are cooking, and it kind of scares me. I won't lie. But it's Illusimise or however, Illusimi or whatever, the bug. It's a bug. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to be honest, but I'm excited to see what you're cooking there. Umi! Umi, get back onto the stage. Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
So correct me if I'm wrong. This should be my first B tier pick.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with the Big Among Us.
The Big Among Us?
Yes.
Which,
I forgot what
Brute Bonnet.
Yes.
Okay. Brute Bonnet. Would you like to explain your mindset behind picking Brute Bonnet?
If Among Us is so good, why not go with Among Us 2?
You know what? That's fair. Brute Bonnet, Paradox Pokemon, Grass Dark type. Fun fact, you literally cannot get it to have booster speed no matter what. It is literally designed so it will never get booster speed, because then we would have to deal with the fastest spore in the game, and that sounds absolutely horrifying. I've seen some funny sets with it with Booster Energy Thief, which are very silly. Brute Bonnet, I'm excited to see what you're going to cook up with this little guy. Any other things you would like to mention about Brute Bonnet?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Right.
Oh, I've never seen that Pokemon before because no one uses it. All right, Starshade, get up here. Get up here, buddy. Hello.
Raikou.
Okay, straight to the point. I respect this man's mindset. Raikou. Okay. Raikou, there you are. One of the legendary beasts, I believe. Another A tier. Gonna double check. It is. I swear I remember everything. Raikou. Just solid. That's all I can really say about it. It has access to Inner Focus, so obviously flinch immune. Won't lie, not as familiar with Raikou myself as well. This is one of the few Pokemon that I'm interested to see what's gonna be cooked up with this thing. Because I don't know what it got this generation, if it got anything new, but hey. By all means, shut up. I'm professional. But with that being said, round 3 is finished. We are halfway there, guys. And thank you all so much for sticking around. Hope you guys are finding this as interesting as I'm finding it interesting, seeing all these picks from everyone. All this good stuff. It gets, if I remember, all the beasts get Inner Focus, I think. So, Going forward, Mimi has used up her S and her A tiers, meaning she's down to her B tiers, which are very silly choices, but I think are quite based. As one of her choices is going to be Dugong. Dugong is her first B tier choice. Dugong, I think you could cook with. I don't remember its abilities, but I know for a fact that it is a somewhat bulky ice water type. Does have some solid support options. I'm very interested to see how this is good. I forgot it gets access to Fake Out and Parasong. That is absolutely horrifying. Noted. Quite silly combo there. Yeah, I like Dugong. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Speaking of cool, Winter Cat is pretty cool because she's up next. What do you have for your fourth choice? What are you thinking, my friend? Ugh. Oh,
Right.
hello.
I'm actually joining for this one because I'm not sure which to pick.
Fair enough. So you have.
So I'm gonna leave out of these three for you to choose. for my
Oh, God, you were. Okay.
So-
Welcome
so
back.
I'm thinking either Charizard,
Okay.
the fire night guy, or Ninetales because it'd be cute.
Okay. So you want my opinion on which one to pick?
Yeah, you choose out of those three. I trust your choice.
Okay. Okay. Very silly. Personally, I'm going to give her, if she's gonna put me up with this, I'm gonna, no, not Armarouge, if she's talking the Knights, Ceruledge. I am a huge Ceruledge fan. I think Ceruledge is fucking awesome. This is the edgiest Pokemon I've ever seen, and I love him. I love Armarouge so much. Armarouge was used, was experimented a bit in the beginning of VGC. Armarouge was primarily used as a bulk up Pokemon. Has obviously Bitter Blade, its signature move, which is pretty much just fire type Drain Punch, giving it quite a bit of sustainability. It has access to Shadow Sneak for priority, though I think I also got access to Poltergeist in the DLC, if I remember correctly, and Solar Blade, which is very silly. I like it. Good choice. Good choice. Biohazard. You are up. You have 1 A tier and 2 B tiers left. Your last A tier, and what will it be? What will be your last A tier? I mean, Armor Cannon is just close combat. It's a good move. I'm just saying. Wait, what's up? What's up, Bio? What's up? What's up? Oh boy. What's going on, Chief? Everything good? If you need us to skip you, we can get back to you after Epic. If you need some time. They just got yoinked. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Everything good, Bio? Yes, Indeedee Male is an A tier. Indeedee Male is indeed an A tier. Are you going with Indeedee Male? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, Indeedee Male. So, for those unaware, yes, there are differences between Indeedee Male and Indeedee Female. I believe the biggest difference is that Indeedee Male does not get access to Follow Me. I think that's the biggest one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's the biggest choice between the two. However, yes, it does get Expanding Force, which is one of the most dumb moves in the game. I think, so, Psychic Terrain, good stuff. You block priority, which is a very interesting choice with Chow Knight, but Hey, you know what? I'm here to... This tournament is all about cooking, and I'm here to see the cooks do their job. Epic, come on up, my friend. You're up once again. Hello.
Hello.
You've drafted your S tier and your A tiers, and now you got your B tiers.
Yes. So, I must admit I have not been paying attention to other people's pick. Because literally the moment after I got off stage, my friend called me. Apparently their girlfriend has broken up with them, and I was just trying to console them and navigate the picks, right? But it's fine. We're getting there. With that in mind, I think my previous choice was I'm having to I think I'm gonna have to use Grimmsnarl differently. It's fine.
Okay.
But I think one of the Pokemon I wanted to start with in B tier the whole time because of their relatively good coverage is Miss Magius.
Miss Magius. Okay. Explain Miss Magius to the class. Why Miss Magius?
Cool design. I don't play ranked. I'm joking.
It's all good.
There are some. There are some. I don't know, but I don't want to give it too much away. But they do. I would just describe them as having good coverage with a variety of different moves that you probably wouldn't expect. And additionally, I was thinking, like, what's the best way to put this team together? I'll be real with you. I don't play like, oh, that's it. Yeah, they're not as good as Flutter, but they are like, they're viable, right? They are a viable option. And when I can only have either Incineroar or Fluttermane, I'd rather, and it was already picked anyway, so it made sense to go with what in my opinion is a suitable alternative.
By all means.
And yes, I am like the British Museum. I collect Pokemon, but I'm not like the British Empire. I don't fight. So maybe there's a thing that can be learned from here, but either way.
Hey, by all means. I think Miss Magius is a really cool pick. I've not seen Miss Magius in forever, so hey, I'm excited to see what you're cooking up with, and good pick, my friend.
Awesome.
Yeah. Rebecca. Expanding Force is a busted ass move. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. It's a stupid move. Stupid move. Hello.
Hi. So Roddy explained how I'm supposed to jump in, and I do not have those buttons. I don't know why. So just invite me when it's my time.
Fair enough. That's very silly.
We're into the B tiers now because I've drafted all the others, and believe it or not, while I'm obviously going through a core, I've got backups upon backups for what I have planned for the next Pokemon. So I'm actually going to skip that and go to my more bulky choice. I want a fairy type.
Okay.
With good coverage, with some support capability.
Okay.
I want Mimikyu.
You want Mimikyu. Ooh, this is a silly little man. Explain Mimikyu.
Well, first of all, Drain Punch is my favorite move in the entire game, and it gets it. So, it also has Disguise, so, you know, it still takes damage, but it doesn't take as much damage from the first attack. I could set it up a bit. I could have it use... I think it gets Helping Hand. It gets
yes.
Will-O-Wisp for sure. It just gets a bunch of nice utility, and it's not necessarily, like, the strongest. It's not going to be as bulky as Iron Hands, but it's going to be like a mini Iron Hands. So even if you wipe out my Iron Hands, you're not going to be done with the terror that it brings.
Hey,
and fairy types are fairy types. You know, you got to get one.
I mean, I fully agree there. Mimikyu, historically has been used as a either Swords Dance Sweeper because of its disguise ability, or a Trick Room setter. It has.
And I'm not telling you which one I'm using.
By all means, you don't have to. Usually the set comes down to Play Rough or Shadow Sneak, support option, Trick Room, or Swords Dance, whichever set's running, Protect, it's a good Pokemon. I am a big fan of Mimikyu myself, and I'm excited to see how you're going to utilize this little guy.
I have one last thing I want to say before I go.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Grand Bull. You almost made the cut, but Mimikyu is just better. I'm sorry. Intimidate was so fucking tempting. I had to go with Mimikyu.
Hey, Grand Bull is a solid choice. I don't blame you in the slightest.
Yeah, and I was so scared when Epic said fucking Mismagius. I was like, oh god, do not!
Oh, thank you. Oh. Alright, Roddy, come on up here, my friends. Hello!
Your friends? Plural?
Your friends. I meant fuck off.
Anyways, I thought of a good alternative A pick because yes. And Milotic.
Milotic. Ooh. Okay. So what's your thoughts around Milotic?
I've never used it before because the way you get Milotic is stupid in every single Pokemon game. So this is a good excuse to use it. Also, I need to be able to have a special attacker on my team.
Hey, I mean, that's fair. Milotic competitively has been used two ways in VGC, primarily as a competitive set with Muddy Water, Ice Beam / Icy Wind, usually very defensive. Along with that, I've also seen Multiscale, I think is the one, or I think that's the one, where pretty much if you're statist, you get defense increased. Extremely bulky Pokemon. Marvel Scale, that's the one. Thank you. Thank you. I kept saying Multiscale. Thank you. Yeah, Marvel Scale. That's the one. But yeah, Flame Orb, Marvel Scale has been a thing in the past, along with Coil Hypnosis has been a silly choice as well. So, hey, Milotic, solid choice. Also, hello, Mr. Mode. Good stuff. Next up, I'm going to quickly click this. Bundle! Okay, I had to check that real quick. I was in and out of Blade CMs like Zooey Mama. That's an A tier. Iron Bundle is just good. There is no other way to put it. Iron Bundle is just good. Hydro Pump is very funny. If you like missing DM leaks, I know they've been leaked, man. That's crazy. If you like missing, you love Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is your favorite Pokemon if you love clicking Hydro Pump. Along with that, Freeze Dry, Icy Wind, Encore is sometimes ran. It's I've seen it. Protect. You gotta run, otherwise you're screwed. But yeah. Iron Bundle good. Also, Nina, Gliscopod's good. Not in this game, but it was pretty silly last generation. It was kind of silly. I've seen someone run. It was kind of silly. Bun, positive, but positive silly. Come on up here, Bun. Hello.
Hi. Hello again. Hello.
You've used your S tier. You've used an A tier and a B tier. What's your other choices gonna be this time around?
I have been pondering about it. I have been stressing it a lot, but at the moment I'm gonna go for another B tier, which is gonna be the silly Flamigo.
You're going with Flamigo. Okay, so what's the thoughts around Flamigo?
He's an attention. Yeah, because, he has co-star. So, funny, moody, then power of alchemy, and then we just mess with everyone with Flamigo and power of alchemy.
I mean, I didn't even think about power of alchemy and co-star. That's a very funny combo, but I'm excited to see how you're going to use that. You've made Roddy cry in the chat. That's hilarious. Flamigo has not seen a ton of VGC use, but has seen some. I believe it was Wolfie Glick who came up with the Dondozo Toxic Orb set using Toxic Orb on Tatsugiri with and then obviously with Tatsugiri faints, you're able to send in Flamigo. It's a very silly Pokemon, and yes, it is just a flamingo, and that's the most base thing Pokemon has done in years. It is just a flamingo. That's
the friendly
awesome.
Flamingo. That's why it's Flamigo, because amigo.
Yeah, exactly. That's rad as hell. Is there anything else you would like to say?
Cry more, Roddy.
All right, Chocolate, get up here.
Hey there. I'm here for another strong pick. I picked a fire type. I picked a grass type.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's time for a water type. And the water type I'm choosing is so strong that it's the reason why its famous home is on the map. It's so strong that in the past, RE has to come down from Mount Cornet to stop it from flying around. I'm talking about the one, the only, Gyarados!
Hey, Gyarados. So what's the thoughts around Gyarados? Why this silly man?
Intimidate.
Yeah, you know what? I can't even blame you there. So, Gyarados, just double checking. Yep, A tier. Gyarados, Intimidate is, just the best ability in VGC. Para-flinching as well. You have access to Waterfall, Thunder Wave. I believe it has access to Taunt and Protect. I mean, I've used a Gyarados before. It's a really cool mon. I'm excited to see what we're cooking up with the Gyarados this time around. Mewtwo. Hello. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
So, what's the other has any choices been yoinked so far, or which or are you still?
I don't think so.
You still
looking at my wish list.
Fair enough. I mean, so if that's the case, what are your B tiers going to be?
My first B tier is going to be Iron Moth.
Iron Moth. Ooh, okay. What's the thoughts around Iron Moth?
I don't know why it doesn't get used more in actual VGC. It's got crazy base stats. The fact that it's all the way down in B tier, I thought was insane. But I mean, hey, it's here. It's powerful. It finishes out my Fire, Water, Grass core. So yeah.
So Iron Moth, as just stated, has not seen a lot of VGC usage to my knowledge. Primarily, I've seen it destroy singles. It is a very solid Pokemon in singles to my knowledge. It is Fire Poison, which I think is rather silly as well. Heat Wave is just a good option. Booster Energy. It's just a very solid hitting special sweeper. And I'm excited to see what you're cooking up there. Is there anything else you would like to mention real quick?
Nah.
All good, all good. Also, it is quad resist fairy and quad weak to ground. So hey, I mean, you're not worrying about Flutterman, so that's pretty rad. Newt. All right, come on up here. Hello.
Hello.
So far I've heard you've been sniped quite a bit, but is there any choices you're still able to rely on though?
Yes, everything's still good.
That's good to
I
hear.
have the mons I want.
Awesome. So
I'm still not getting an S or an A.
Oh,
going for those yet.
You're still going.
I have faith that I can flex. Yes.
You're going for your final
faith in my
B tier.
abilities.
You're going for your final B
Yes.
tier.
Yes.
Awesome. So what's your final B tier gonna be?
Give me that fabulous bird Espathra.
I see what you're cooking up here, buddy. So, would you like to explain why Espathra?
I think some people just need to take a little bit of a rest sometimes, and that goes a long way.
So, Espartha. Espartha was used quite a bit early on, mostly due to speed boost and its signature move being Lumina Crash, which I believe is 80 base power, 100% accuracy, and lowers your special defense twice, if I remember correctly. And Sandy Shocks and Esparthra are a very silly combo in particular, because gravity, if for those who are unaware, increases accuracy. Espartha gets hypnosis. Sleep is going to be a very silly thing to see. I'm sure you're very happy the fact that you didn't get your bird sniped, because that would be very unfortunate for you.
I heard I sniped Sandy Shocks. So I'm so happy I went for it early.
I mean, hey, you got your combo, and I'm excited to see what you're cooking up for your last A and S tier. Oh. Also, hello, Rez. Also, to everyone redeeming sound redeems, you will be refunded. If any of my mods are in the chat, please refund everyone doing things like throw and sound redeems, since those are not going on today, obviously because of the draft. So, Mallory, as stated, is not here and only submitted 4 choices. So, they are actually going to be the only person that I will be contacting tomorrow, simply because, you know, they just didn't show up, but it's all good. We'll work with it. Meaning Nax, going forward, will be after Newt. And Nax, you are coming up. Hello, hello.
Okay. So we have a completely different strategy now. I've had a full round to think about it.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Hisuian Zoroark.
Hisuian Zoroark. Okay. There was someone in particular I was expecting to draft this, and I'm shocked they didn't. So, what's the thoughts around this particular Pokemon?
I needed something that can output good damage, and even if I don't make any crazy plays with Illusion, it provides value to my team even if I don't select Zoroark for the match.
Okay, okay.
Because people are guessing around it.
Valid. Also, Mewtwo, real quick, I will accept your friend request. Just DM me your picks if you have to. It's all good. And if people do have to leave at any point, just send me a friend request and DM and all of that. But yeah, Hisuian Zoroark has not seen a lot of VGC usage. However, it is a very... it's a very swift special attacker. Obviously, it's very fast. Disguise can do some mind games with. Normal Ghost is a phenomenal type duo right there. Good stuff. So hey, by all means, I'm excited to see what you're cooking up.
All right.
So, Songo, I see that you... So, Songo, you did DM me some pics. Because you are dipping, I'm gonna have to go off those pics, Songo, just to keep things going. If you still hear me. So, Songo, if you're still here, we're just gonna go off the pics you sent me beforehand. Cool. Okay, so, going off of that, you have picked all your B tiers. Also, hello there, Faye. Hope you're doing well. And because Songo, has yet to get her S tier, we're gonna go with her S tier choice. Her first 2 choices were picked, but luckily she gave me her 3rd choice, being... Where's the funny fish? Where's the silly fish? There you are. Everyone loves this goldfish. Everyone give it up for Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is such a silly little fish. Fire Dark, Beads of Ruin, if I remember correctly. Beads of Ruin, going for, obviously, lowering special defense. It's pretty much the special attacking equivalent of Chi-Yu. It's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. You click Heat Wave, you click Overheat, you kill shit. You murder. Nothing else to explain there. Going off of people who are, you know, still not here, again, nothing wrong with that. If you had stuff to do, you had stuff to do. Luckily, people sent me choices ahead of time. I'm going to double check DMs to check what Sadness's pick. And Sadness's first B tier pick, just double checked, let me turn on the Discord, is Galarian. Where is it? Galarian. Slowbro. Galarian Slowbro. Psychic Poison has not seen a lot of VGC usage, but I think it's a Slowbro. Slowbro is a solid, bulky special attacker. Has access to the quick I think Quick Start or Quick Foot or whatever. It's you know, it pretty much, for those who don't know, it's Quick Claw as an ability. It's Quick Claw as Quick Draw. That's what it is. Thank you. Quick Draw. I thank you for elaborating. It's Quick Claw as an ability. It does also have a gun, and I mean, that's just badass. All right, this guy's just packing heat. I think it still also gets Regenerator. Yeah, bulky boy. Solid choice. Your game is still toast. Are you still here, and are you ready to pick your next choice? I've been debating this pick for a while. Well, share your pick, my friend. What is your choice for your Pokemon? We still have some people who have yet to pick their S tiers, so I'm very curious to see if this will be your S tier, an A tier, or B tier. Urshifu Single Strike. Alright, it is going to be your S tier. So, Urshifu Single Strike has obviously not been used as much as Urshifu Single Strike, simply just because it's quad weak to Fairy. However, it's still an Urshifu at the end of the day. It's still one of the most broken mons in the game. You have a strong Dark move, you have access to Sucker Punch. It's just really good, and Unseen Fist is one of the most stupid abilities in the game, and I hope to God one day they fucking nerf that bitch into the ground, because it deserves it. I hate Urshifu, but very solid choice for this tournament. Umi, you are up. Okay, hello.
Hello. I'm surprised you dropped this in the B tier, but it is going to have to be Mousehold for me.
Mousehold. Okay, what's your thoughts around Mousehold here?
If you can't beat them, paralyze them.
You know what? That's a solid choice. So, Mousehold, VGC primarily has also been a very supportive Pokemon running. I think it does have access to Follow Me. I've seen it with Taunt, and Population Bomb is a devastating move. You either get the Technician boost if you're running Technician, or you get the Friend Guard boost to your ally, which makes it it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which family. It does the exact same thing. It's a silly mouse. It's a rad mouse. Pairs well with Annihilate. It's a great supportive option. Great supportive option. Starshade. It's time for your B tiers, and your first B tier will be
Male Basculegion.
Male Basculegion. Okay. So, thank you for the emphasis on the fact that it's the male one, because for those who aren't aware, yes, there is a difference between male and female. Also, hi, Jason. Basculegion, Ghost, Water Ghost, has access to a devastating Wave Crash, has access to Last Respects, which in VGC, while it's not as powerful as a singles, is still absolutely horrifying. It is a horrifying option to deal with. I've seen Adaptability. I've seen... It just has 3 really good abilities. Adaptability, Swift Swim. I don't remember the other one. My brain is blanking on the third one. What's the third ability? I don't remember. I just remember all 3 just being really, really good. Mold Breaker. That's the one. Mold Breaker. Yeah, it just has 3 phenomenal abilities. It's a really good Pokemon. You can run it in rain. You can run it out of rain. It is going to be good either way. So... Basculegion, just phenomenal. Phenomenal Pokemon. Mimi. So, Mimi, all of her B tiers have a very similar thing to it. And she told me to help her with this to the best of my ability. So I'm going to do what I can. And looking at her B tiers compared to her other Pokemon, I think her best choice out of it is going to be... Luxray. Luxray is going to be another one of her B tiers. The notorious not electric dark type. Access to Intimidate. It has a few... I think it does have access to Snarl as well. Has access to Volt Switch. I want to say it got Supercell Slam or the new electric move. I want to say it does. It probably doesn't because this Game Freak hates this Pokemon for whatever reason. Luxray's cool. Luxray's just cool, and I'm very excited to see how she's going to utilize Luxray. Probably a support Pokemon because unfortunately Luxray's not seen a lot of use competitively, but in this scenario I think you can get some interesting usage out of Luxray. Winter Cats! Winter. Hello! Hello! Hello!
I would like Gardevoir, and I'm going to name it Nina.
Aww. Gardevoir. So, I'm assuming you're just picking Gardevoir because of Nina, is what I'm assuming.
100%.
And you know what? That's fair. I'm sure if Nina's still here, she's very happy hearing
Needs
this.
to be included some way.
You know what? That's fair.
So if Roddy didn't get it, which Roddy hadn't yet, Nina's on my team now. Roddy.
So Gardevoir. Gardevoir is not a bad Pokemon at all. Welcome back, Toast. Gardevoir is primarily used as a special sweeper. I like to use Trace myself because I like gambling. Gambling's funny. Recently got access to Psychic Noise and I believe Expanding Force as well. Psychic Fairy. Fairy type's just good. It's a very solid option. And especially with Alolan Ninetales, it does help with its defensive options. So, hey, Gardevoir, by all means, I think Gardevoir is very cool. So, hell yeah. Biohazard! You're up once again, and what is your next choice? You've picked all of your A tiers, you've picked your S tier, your 2 B tiers. Please. Revavroom! Okay. Revavroom, I have not seen any VGC usage of, but I'm very excited to see how you're going to use this Pokemon. Revavroom, for those who are unaware, is a Steel Poison type. It has access to, I believe, Filter, and there's another ability I'm not remembering, but that's the main one I remember. It gets Filter. Has access to Shift Gear. I believe it also has a signature move. I don't remember. It has Overcoat. That's the other one. Which actually, that's really good in VGC. Overcoat's really good. Yeah, Revavroom has access to Shift Gear, Poison Jab, Iron Head. Doesn't have the most Spin Out. That's the signature move. Thank you. It doesn't have the most coverage in the world, but if you can get set up with a Revavroom, you can definitely do some solid damage, and I just think Revavroom is cool. They made a Kara Pokemon. That's badass. That is the coolest thing Pokemon's ever done. Burner Cat, welcome back onto the stage. Hello!
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
I'm going for tails.
Pick heads.
Oh, heads.
Okay, Corviknight.
Corviknight! Cool! Alright, what's the thoughts around Corviknight?
To be honest, I'm slowly regretting Grimmsnarl, but it's fine. But I think there are contexts in which just so I can clarify, because this is like the standard format where you have 4, right?
Yes, it's doubles 4v4.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know that Corviknight can be quite useful, sort of earlier on in stopping the opponents from setting up, perhaps. But beyond that, to be honest, it was between that and Salamence. But
hey, I think you got something cooking here. So Corviknight, I believe, has had limited VGC usage, but I still think it can work out quite well. It is a Steel Flying type, and along with that, it has the signature ability Mirror Armor, which reflects stat drops onto the Pokemon that hit them with the stat drops. So you have Anti-Intimidate, Anti-Icy Wind, things like that would normally hurt Corviknights with stat drops, just immediately gets reflected back. So it's a very defensive Pokemon. it's not bad. It also has iron defense body press. Not bad at all. I think Corviknight you can do something silly with Corviknight. All right, Rebecca, you are up once again. Here's your invite to come up to the stage. So, what are you cooking, my friend?
I'm cooking something awful. I'm gonna pull an epic, and I'm going to ask you to make a choice, but I'm going to actually abide by your choice.
Okay.
So what is the smart option, the Pokemon I should go with? 2 is the dumb option that I shouldn't go with, but kind of want to. What should I pick? Smart or dumb?
If we're talking content-wise, I think the dumb option is always fun myself.
But I do have a reason I want to win this whole thing.
Okay, if you want to win, go with the smart option.
If I'm gonna be honest, I do want to be the one that decides the next EQ
tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's an open invitation. If any of you want to, if any of you win that can't pick the next EQ tournament, pick me because I want to do Splatoon 3. But anyway, if we're gonna go smart, then I've got to go with a water type that can shell smash, set up hazards, get rid of hazards, and completely destroy the speed of the competition. We are talking Club Blastoise.
Oh, I was literally just going down to get Cloyster, and it's like, oh, you're going, okay, sure.
Yeah, Cloyster was the dumb choice.
That makes sense.
Blastoise is objectively better for my team composition, but Cloyster is my favorite Pokemon ever. I could not make up my mind.
That is completely fair. Also, I will say this right now because I'm sure, because that was brought up by Chocolate. For those unaware, if an EQ member wins the tournament, they get the $100 and they get to pick the next game. If a non-EQ member wins, they still get the $100. No matter who wins, they get $100, and then they pick the EQ member who picks the next game. Because no matter what, the EQ member does pick the next game.
I want to run the tournament.
Yes, the winner gets $100. There is a $100 cash prize to the winner. You can get it either through PayPal or gift card, whatever you choose to. I will give you $100. But yes, Blastoise, unfortunately, was the Gen 1 starter that got fucked over the most, which is bullshit because it's my favorite. I love Blastoise.
Same.
Blastoise in VGC was used for a bit in both Dynamax, and I think Mega Blastoise got a little bit of usage back in Gen 6. But Blastoise does have access to Fake Out and Shell Smash. It has access to, I believe, Icy Wind. It has solid tools.
The thing that made me choose it is it also has Rapid Spin. Because because I know hazards aren't really a thing, but if they are, I want them gone on my side, not on the opponent's.
Hey, fair enough. And also, again, quite based for Blastoise. So hey, I respect the choice.
I'm sorry, Cloyster. I love you to pieces. I still have a plushie of you on my desk at all times as my buddy, but I gotta win. I want to run a tournament so badly.
By all means, I wish you best of luck, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Of course. Ready! Ready! So,
Just because Rebecca insulted me earlier, Rebecca's a coward for not picking the stupid option. Unlike me, I am not a coward. I'm picking the stupid option. Give me EQ.
What?
Give me EQ.
What do you mean what?
Eviolite Quillfish.
Oh.
I was so worried this little guy was gonna be taken from me, Hisuian.
I assumed it was Hisuian.
Yeah, because I heard Hisuian a couple times. I'm like, no, don't.
So, would you like to explain Hisuian Quillfish?
Nope, EQ.
Okay. For those who are unaware, I won't explain the joke, but Eviolite Quillfish has been a joke with an EQ for years. Way before Hisuian Quillfish. And when Hisuian Quillfish came out, Eviolite Quillfish. It is the One Piece. It is real. Quillfish is actually, in my opinion, a sleeper hit as well. Eviolite Quillfish, it is quite bulky. It has some decent supportive options. Poison Dark, 1 weakness, good stuff. Intimidate is always going to be a nice thing to have. I mean, it's Intimidate. So yeah, I think Hisuian Quillfish, fantastic choice. Let me just turn the screen share off real quick to check Blade's next pick, which he is picking. Oh, excuse me. I almost just picked the wrong VC chat. That would have been silly to hop in on that. He's picking Bramblegast. Bramblegast. So the tumbleweed. Bramblegast is really funny to me, because for those unaware, Bramblegast, back when Regulation D began, denied so many fucking things in Regulation D. It literally denied just so many things. It denied Icy Wind. It denied Heat Wave. It fucking hard countered Urshifu. It denied Tornadus. It was so funny that this thing, it's this thing. It's Bramblegast, and you know what? I respect it. I respect the choice, and I'm excited to see how he's gonna cook with it. Bun. You are up next. Bun.
Hello. Hi.
So, you have an A tier and a B tier left. Which will it be for you?
I'm gonna choose right now my A tier.
Okay. What you cooking?
It's gonna be Walking Wake.
Walking Wake. Ooh. So, what's the thoughts around Walking Wake?
Just look at him. He's a little loser with his T-Rex hands. He's just like me for real. Like, his little T-Rex arms. He just like me. Yeah.
So, Walking Wake, obviously being the paradox form of Suicune, Water Dragon. It is a phenomenal special attacker. Along with that, it has one of the best special attacks for water types. Because for those unaware, it not only gets boosted in rain, it gets boosted in sun. It does not reduce damage in sun. Instead, it gets stronger in sun. Phenomenal Terra user, booster energy user. I think Walking Wake is a phenomenal Pokemon, and I'm excited to see how you're going to utilize this guy.
I'm just gonna use a little autistic weirdo because I'm a little autistic weirdo.
All good. So, Scarlet, you are up. You got your B tiers left. What are you cooking up there?
Well, I'm returning 2 Pokemon, but for right now, I'm going to go from the Rock Course from Unova, the Sword of Justice, the one that combos well with Whimsicott due to beta. I'm talking about
Terrakion. Wait, did I actually? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I fucked up there. I'm not gonna. You can keep it. I kind of fucked up with not putting Terrakion in A tier. But you know what? That's all. That's
really want to make sure.
That's on me. That's on me. So, you know, yeah, that's on me. You can keep your Terrakion. So, Terrakion, as just stated, Terrakion has access to Justify, which paired up with Whimsicott gets +4, and it has a strong-ass Rock Slide, strong-ass Sacred Sword. It is a phenomenal Pokemon, and I kind of didn't put it in A tier, and I'm kind of stupid for that. But you know what? That's on me. I'm the stupid one. Mewtwo sent me their last picks because they had to go. Which they said their next pick is going to be Bastiodon. Bastiodon is... So I knew about the Bastiodon. I spectated one of Newt's streams, and Bastiodon, when I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck are they cooking? And this is badass as hell. Bastiodon notoriously was dog shit for years. Legit for years was dog shit. But thanks to Body Press, I think it got Heavy Slam as well. It finally might have a chance to shine in this tournament. Bastiodon is a very, very silly Pokemon, and I am genuinely I just want to quickly say, chat, one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this tournament is you get to see so many Pokemon that you haven't either seen in so long or just ever used in a tournament scenario used, and Bastiodon is like the perfect example of a Pokemon you would never consider outside of a situation like a draft tournament. And you know what? I fully respected Mewtwo. Newt. Welcome back to the stage. Hello.
Hello.
I believe you are the last person to not pick an S tier yet, and that's rather goofy. Are you gonna keep it that? Are you gonna keep it that way, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's my last pick. S tier goes last.
Wow. You know what? I respect the boldness. So, what is gonna be your what are gonna be your A tier?
Give me Hisuian Arcanine.
Hisuian Arcanine. So, what's the thoughts around this guy?
I just love either I could go Intimidate or just start full swinging with what was it, Rockhead? What was it? I think that's his ability.
Yes.
No recoil on Head Smash and Flare Blitz.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's just a good Pokemon. Hisuian Arcanine, I find silly because before it came out, everyone's like, oh, it's just gonna be Rockhead user, and then they realize, oh wait, it's just Arcanine with Rock Slide, and then they realize, oh, that's just good.
Yep.
Hisuian Arcanine is a very solid Pokemon. I have several Hisuian Arcanines that I've used during Regulation D through E, and I'm excited to see the boy come back for this one.
Happy to use him.
Hell yeah. Like I said, Mallory has not sent me any other picks outside of 4 Pokemon, so Nax, you are up. Nax. There we go. Hello.
Sorry, I missed the button to close the chat like 4 times. But yeah, so there's a glaring void on my team that unfortunately I can't fill because Meganium has already been picked. I'm mad at myself for that. But I'm gonna make it the Trick Room user's problems. I'm gonna take Meowstic M.
You're taking a female male Meowstic?
Yeah.
Okay. Just my brain forgot about Meowstic for a solid second, so that's on me.
Most people do, yeah.
I forgot about this Pokemon for a second, but you know what? Male so true, Rebecca. Male Meowstic, you are also saving your S tier for last, I see.
I am.
Oh, I'm very excited to see which one you grab in that case. So what's the thoughts around male Meowstic?
Like I said, I'm gonna make it the Trick Room user's problems. Meowstic gets access to both Trick Room and Imprison.
Ooh.
I am scared of Trick Room with this team, and I don't like grinding for 0 IV Pokemon, so I'd rather just no Trick Rooms go up.
You know what? That's fair enough. I'm not gonna act like I know a lot about I almost said Meowscarada, male Meowstic. I know it gets Prankster. I've used it once in my old series Monday Night Doubles because Epic made me use it. I think it was like fake out dual screens. But I'm excited to see what you got cooking with the Meowstic.
All right.
Hell yeah. So, Songo. She did submit her, before she left, she did submit her picks. And she has 2 A tiers ready. And her picks are, well, her first picks were sniped, which are rather silly. But her next pick is Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur, I think is a super rad Pokemon. He is the bold wonder. He is the Godzilla that we all always needed. Ice Dragon, Glaive Rush, Loaded Dice, Thermal Exchange, I believe is how that ability is called. He's just cool. I think Baxcalibur is such a rad Pokemon. And again, this generation with just how they've treated ice types makes me so happy. Listen, I'm just happy to see ice types doing really solid. And Baxcalibur is just cool. And, you know, Loaded Dice, silly item. So, excited to see how Song is going to utilize this boy. Speaking of another person who is not here, but, again, luckily submitted their picks. They are picking Galarian Articuno. Sadness will be picking that. I scrolled all the way down to Gen 8, even though it's Gen 1 Pokemon. Most professional VTuber on the planet here, lads. So, Galarian Articuno. I actually have used this Pokemon personally. Galarian Articuno. Freezing Glare. A very funny signature move when that lands. Thanks to Terrestrialization, it can become a fairy type and have a pretty solid Dazzling Gleam. Solid Tailwind setter, and along with that, competitive does deny uses of Intimidate. And I think that's just solid. I, again, used this Pokemon on my Zekrom team back in Gen 8, and I had some really good usage out of it. So, hey, I think Galarian Articuno based as hell. Toast. What do you got cooking? You got a few bugs. You got a few bugs crawling around. What else you got, Toast? Is Hatterene available? Yes, Hatterene is currently available. To my knowledge, Hatterene, let me just double check. I'll take it. All right, Hatterene, where is it? So Hatterene is an A tier. I'm also just gonna, I'm down in Gen 9. Wait, where did Hatterene go? There you are. I lost it for a second. I dropped it. I dropped my Hatterene. I dropped my trans rights. Hatterene, extremely good use of Expanding Force. It is a very solid Trick Room sweeper. Can run Life Orb, Covert Cloak. It does some spicy things in the good old Trick Room. It has access to, I think, Psychic Noise and Alluring Voice as well. I think Hatterene can work out quite well, especially if you do have that access to Trick Room and a few other options. I think Hatterene is just a silly Pokemon. Again, trans rights are human rights. So, Umi, you are up. Sounds good, Toast. Sounds good. Hello, Umi.
Hello.
Hello.
I have to pick the best boy, Clodsire.
Clodsire. All right. So what's your thoughts around Oh, there she... Fair enough. Clodsire. I love Clodsire. I know notoriously Clodsire has not had a lot of use in VGC, no matter how much people have tried, but hopefully the draft will give Clodsire their chance to shine. In singles, they're primarily used as, I believe, an unaware, water absorb, bulky boy, just ignoring shit and going for some solid earthquakes. Yeah. Clodsire, silly little man. I love him. I love him. He's so squishy. I love him. I love squishy. Hello, Starshade. Pheasantipity. Rad. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Pheasantipity. Okay. Pheasantipity, for a while, I think was the most used out of the Loyal 3. But, the Loyal 3 ended up being, bad. Just bad. Which, I want to quickly say, I'd rather have bad, DLC legendaries than another Urshifu. Pheasantipity is a really cool Pokemon. Poison Fairy, it's probably the best user of Toxic Chain, because you have access to Icy Wind, you have access to Dazzling Gleam, you have some very solid options with it. It's just need more Zacian? No. It's just a really solid bird. Also, Tailwind. Tailwind, our beloved. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got it. Here you go. Sorry about that, Toast. I accepted it. And lads, the final round. The final round of Pokemon. I hope y'all are saved the best for last. You know, I'm excited to see what y'all have been cooking. And for Mimi's final Pokemon, Mimi will be going with an Altaria. So, Altaria is a little interesting simply because Altaria has, I believe, Cloud 9. I think that's the ability I'm thinking of, the one that denies the weather effects. Along with that, obviously, you know, you can Terra Fairy if you want that Dragon Fairy type. Not bad at all, and yeah, hey, you can never go wrong with a dragon. You know, you gotta have a dragon. Winter Cat, you have an A tier left. Yes, your final A tier. Sneasler. Okay. So, Sneasler has had a little bit of usage in VGC, primarily with the likes of Rillaboom and the Seeds for its acrobatic sets. Dire Claw is one of the most funny moves in the game. There you are. For those unaware, Dire Claw has a 50% chance to either trigger sleep, paralysis, or poison. It is so dumb. It is hilarious. I think Sneasler is such a silly gal, and seeing this team, this does kind of scream Winter Cat to me. This team does feel like a Winter Cat team. Bio, you have a B tier left. Of course, Winter. Bio, you have your final B tier. Banette. Okay. Banette. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what Banette does. So my main comment on Banette is it's creepy as fuck, and I wish it got Prankster. Outside of that, I'm interested to see what you're gonna be cooking with Banette here. Printer, aka Epic, your final Pokemon, sir. Epic? British man? Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello. Right, context. I just got out the shower. While I was in the shower, I was pondering. I need some water types.
You do.
Or some coverage in that sense.
I've
got two in mind, but I want to try the Hail Lucky Dip and see what you have to suggest, if you could, and see if it aligns with my two thoughts.
So for like a water type, is that what you're like from me?
Yes.
I'm gonna double check which ones I put where. Just to double check water types that are not A tier because you got B tiers left. Ooh. What would be? I would say, looking at your team, maybe a Swampert? Like,
interesting.
Because you know, it gives you ground, you know? I mean that's the first thing that came to my mind, just thinking like off the top of my head for a non A tier water type. I think Swampert's not a bad option. Fuck off, Roddy. Kyogre's banned.
What? Okay, I hate you for saying Magikarp. I mean, I was thinking either Floatzel or Lapras, but that's I haven't seen.
I mean, if you want to,
I don't know in the competitive context.
I mean, those are also like Lapras is not bad. I've seen Lapras used here and there. Is Quaquaval available? Yes, Quaquaval is also available.
That was also another thing I thought of considering, but I think I might actually. Should I?
It's whatever what you want to
fuck
do.
it, I'll go with Quaquaval.
You'll go with Quaquaval?
Mm-hmm.
Quaquaval. All right. So, Quaquaval. So Quaquaval was used quite a bit of the format as well. It was the least popular out of the 3 Paldean starters, like competitively, but still had quite a bit of usage, mostly because it is a Moxie sweeper, along with its signature move Aqua Step, giving it a speed boost every time it hits. It can run Terra Flying Acrobatics with White Herb Close Combat. It's not bad at all, and also, you know, it's the entire Pride Parade, and I think that's badass. So, is there any final words you would like to say about your team in general?
This is not the team that I set out to make.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of work that needs to go in. I think I'm going to bring Litten over from my current playthrough of Sun and Moon.
Heck yeah.
To see if I can work with him there. But I'm pretty moderately okay. I think it is. I think it's viable for some of the teams that we have here. But obviously it depends on how I use them. Only time will tell.
You have Incineroar and Venusaur. I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll do just fine. And by all means,
after that it went downhill. But we can work with the rest.
I wish you nothing but best of luck, man.
Awesome. Cheers.
Cheers. Rebecca, your final choice. What will you be cooking with?
I know you've seen this coming because I put it on my list as the Pokemon I wanted to draft. And I saved it for last because I figured no one else would pick it. That was correct. I did not get sniped a single time this draft.
Hey.
None of the things I was even considering got picked up.
Hey,
except for Fluttermane, I guess. I'm going with Glamora.
Ooh, Glamora. Glamora. What's the thoughts around Glamora?
I want to set up hazards, but I don't want to waste a turn doing it.
So, Glamora's history in VGC so far, it was the first true hazard setter in VGC, in the fact that Toxic Debris, if you get hit by a contact move, you set up toxic spikes. It has access to Spiky Shield, which is always a solid option. Mortal Spin gets rid of hazards, along with having the chance to poison. And along with that, it got buffed in the DLC, now having access to Meteor Beam, which is absolutely cracked for Glamora. So by all means, I'm excited to see what this thing can do.
Before I say my final words, I have to ask, can I plug?
Yeah, you can plug.
Even if it's something that's going to be going on after this stream?
I'm sure if you want.
I'm going to be streaming Pal World starting after I leave this call. If you want to check it out afterwards, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to check it out, that's fine too. I just thought I'd...
Also, Starshade, I thought it did remove hazards. Am I stupid? Chat. Wait, everyone double check me. Does Mortal Spin not remove hazards? I thought it did.
Pretty sure it does. Gabe, no! That's too far!
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I thought it did.
I mean, I picked up Blastoise for Rapid.
Yeah. So with this, how are you feeling about your team?
I feel like it's a bit underpowered, but I feel like that's just going to make people underestimate me and give me the ability to just completely wipe them out. I mean, I've got sweepers like Blastoise, Serperior, and Iron Hands. So the rest of my picks being a bit more bulky and a bit more underpowered is just a good idea in general.
Hey.
And I think I don't have as much support as I would have liked because someone took a Moongus, but I think overall I have a pretty good chance of hosting that Splatoon 3 tournament.
Hey, I think overall it's looking pretty solid. You do have your Grass, Water, Fire core, and
yeah,
I'm excited to see what you cook up with. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm gonna go stream.
Have fun. Roddy, it is your final pick time. Hello.
Hi.
So, what you cooking in that head of yours?
Well, that's what people are gonna be wondering when I reveal my final pick. Iron Leaves.
Okay. Iron Leaves is a oh, and there he goes. He's not elaborating. Okay, let him I literally have nothing to say about Iron Leaves other than I'm more curious than anything else. Iron Leaves is a Pokemon. That's the best it's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. I'm trying to think of something to come up with Iron Leaves, but I've legit never seen anyone use an Iron Leaves, and that's why I'm kind of excited to see what Roddy's gonna do. Yeah, that's my opinion on Iron Leaves. I want to see what he's cooking. The Mechanium Paradox Pokemon. Blade is your final Pokemon. You have an A tier left. What is your final A tier? Chat, I don't know what Iron Leaves does. Its signature move ain't even good. It ain't even good. Oh my god. And with Blade, his final A tier is Talonflame. Talonflame was used in the beginning of the format, and also during Gen 6, because Gale Wing was just cracked during Gen 6. But even in Gen 9, it still has some solid usage, mostly in the fact that, you know, it is a priority Tailwind. It also has other solid options. You know, it has Will-O-Wisp, has access to Overheat, Brave Bird, all of those goods. It hits hard, and it does good support. Not a bad option, and it does fill out his Water, Fire, Grass core. The team itself is very solid, and I'm very interested to see what he's cooking. Speaking of cooking, Bun, you are up. It's time for your final Pokemon. Hello.
Hi.
So, your final Pokemon.
My final V tier. Sorry, cold does shit to me.
All good.
It's gonna be my little baby Chandelure. Yes.
Chandelure. What's the thoughts around Chandelure?
Gothic lamp. That's all.
I mean, hey, you know what? I respect the choice. How are you feeling about your team?
I not sure, but I mean, I gotta trust the process. I still lack like the grass part of the grass core, fire, water, grass core. But I can work around that, and hopefully I won't die too easily.
Hey, by all means, I mean personally, I think your team's looking pretty solid, and I'm very excited to see what you're cooking up with.
Thank you. And as a final comment, listen to Malice Miser. That's why I chose Chandelure as my favorite of all time. If you don't listen to Malice Miser, I will bite your ankles. Thank you very much.
Of course, Bun. Of course. Take care.
You too.
Oh, okay. Chocolate. Also, thank you, Blade. I'm stupid. Leave me alone. Chocolate! It is time for your final Pokemon. What are you thinking of grabbing?
Well, I have Intimidate. I have Setup. I have Tailwind. I have Anti-Priority. The only thing I'm missing is something to just ignore, Intimidate, and Fake Out.
Okay.
And one of the best mons that was introduced this season that could do either of those, as well as possibly one-shot Mimikyu even with the disguise due to Mold Breaker, is Tinkaton.
Tinkaton. Okay, what's the thoughts around Tinkaton in general?
Well, it has Fake Out, Mold Breaker, Own Tempo. If only it had a hidden ability that's useful, it would have 3 good abilities.
So, Tinkaton did receive some usage early on in the format as well, primarily as a supportive Pokemon. Obviously, Big Hammer Go Burr with its signature move. But overall, like, yeah, fake out support. It has Rock Tomb. It has Knockoff. It has very solid options, and I'm excited to see what you cook up with Tinkaton. And with Tinkaton, how are you feeling about your team in general?
Quite good. And mind if I do a plug as well?
Yeah, go. You can plug. You can plug. What's up?
Well, I won't be doing Pal World like some people. Rather, either later today or tomorrow, I would be streaming team building and to go more in depth with it. And sorry if you took what mon you had in your blind sight with Herakion. It's just as soon as I was making my own personal list of what possible B tiers to possibly go, I noticed it was there, and I just hope to Arceus that no one else noticed that you made that mistake.
It is all good.
Yep, and as soon as I saw someone take Mousehold, I just thought, did they also notice it and just try not to make it obvious? Or what?
Oh, it's all good. Hey, and I'm excited to see how you do. Thank you so much. Oh. So, next up is Mewtwo. Mewtwo did submit their final Pokemon as well. Just gonna quickly check. And their final Pokemon, which I think is actually quite based as well. It's not one of my personal favorites, but I think is based. Salamence! Salamence, I don't primarily know a lot of VGC history with because I've not seen, obviously, normal Salamence since, the most I've seen Salamence competitively was during the XY Sun and Moon days with Mega Salamence. So I don't primarily know what standard Salamence does, but I'm very excited to see what they're cooking up with. I know it gets Intimidate, and yeah, good stuff. Newt. Excuse me. Oh, Newt. Hello.
Oh, hello.
So, you are one of the two people who have yet to draft their S tier.
Yes, it's finally it's time.
So, what S tier have you been thinking up?
A lot of my team is just very offensive right now.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little bit more support.
Okay.
So, I am gonna get Latias.
You're getting Latias. Okay, so what's the thoughts around Latias?
Latias just gets a lot of supportive moves, helping hand. It gets both the screens. It gets Tailwind.
Mm-hmm.
I can run it offensive if I want to just fully go offense.
Nice.
So I can just flex it a lot. It has a lot of good supporting moves, offensive tools it can use.
Also, hello there, Banana. Welcome. So, Latias. Latias recently has been gaining a lot of traction as a anti-meta pick. Recently, its signature move, Mist Ball, this generation was buffed to, I believe, it was an 80 or 90 base power. I don't remember. But it got buffed, and it has a 50% chance to lower special attack, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Has access to Tailwind, Ice Beam. It is a very solid, supportive Pokemon. Great user of Rocky Helmet as well. Recover for HP. All that good stuff. Latias is a very solid Pokemon. And for those who are just joining in, we are on the final round of the drafting phase of our draft tournament. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Paradox Draft hosted by the Emerald Quadrant, the content creator group I helped found. We will be running the tournament on February 17th, 11 a.m. ET over on the Emerald Quadrant Twitch channel. I will also attempt to stream it here. We will try our best to. And these are all the draft picks of everyone's teams for the tournament. So, with Latias being your final pick, how are you feeling on your team overall?
I'm feeling pretty good. I do have to slightly experiment with this team because I did get 2 of my Mons Knight. That did happen. But luckily, it's not too drastic. With Gigas just lacking, that was an easy just. Okay, I just lose Gigas, but I get the other big hitter. And Tornadus was the unfortunate one that Roddy did take. I had my eyes on Tornadus.
I mean, hey.
But I found something similar.
Yeah, I mean, you still have Tailwind either way, and overall, I'm very excited to see what you are cooking up with when it comes to your team overall. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, you can. I just don't know if they're gonna pick it, Banana. But with that being said, Mallory is again the final Pokemon that the final Pokemon. Mallory's the person who has not submitted anything. That will be the final person I talk to after the stream. With that, Nax, you are up. Hello, you are the hello. You are the last person to pick their S tier.
I am. And unfortunately, the pick I was gonna make got sniped.
What was your original pick?
Latias. So Newt, once again, you've sniped me the turn before me. If we get matched together, it's on site.
So what's your backup choice in that case?
My backup choice, I'm a little bit out of a loss at how to fill that void on my team, but I am going to go with the Pokemon that carried me my first season I played ranked all the way to rank 10 before I later that season hit the leaderboard. I'm going to take Probopass.
Probopass?
Probopass.
That is
not an S tier.
But
if it's allowed.
You are required to have an S tier.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I assumed that since it was lower, it'd be allowed. That's on me.
No, it's all good. It has to be from the S tier. Also, yeah, no. Petra Run would not be allowed, Banana, because mythicals we're going off of regulation F rules, and the mythicals are not allowed. If you want me to read off what S tiers are left, I can do that.
I'll take Raging Bolt.
Raging Bolt. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid choice. So what's the thoughts around Raging Bolt?
Signature move is busted.
That is the most true fact ever said.
Yeah.
Raging Bolt, for those who are unaware, Raging Bolt is becoming a very popular choice when it comes to Pokemon being used competitively at the moment. Primarily, the set's pretty simple. You run Thunderclap, you run Dragon Pulse, you run Calm Mind, you run Protect, you run Lefties, you got a Calm Mind up, and if you have Photosynthesis up, have fun.
Hell yeah.
So now that your team has been finished up, what's your general thoughts?
I got thrown so off my game in this pick. There were a lot of choices I was hoping to get that I did not end up getting. I guess, first time in a draft, I wasn't expecting so many weird picks to get sniped. Ladder, you pick something a little weird, you never see it. But I think I can make this work. I'm pretty confident.
Hey, by all means, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah. Apologies again for the.
You are all fine. I will say it. I in my brain. I'm like, wait, is Probopass an S tier that I just didn't know?
No. I just assumed it was max 1 per team.
It is. Everyone does have an S tier. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't worry. You're all good. Thank you for the draft picks, and good luck. Okay, song event, not in the VC, but her final pick is Clefairy. Clefairy is Songo's last pick. Friend Guard, that's all you really need to know. Friend Guard, supportive picks with a choice like Gigas, or even Chi-Yu or Baxcalibur is a very solid choice. I am very interested to see what Songo is cooking up. She is missing the water type out of her core, but she does have some pretty hard-hitting physical options, along with Chi-Yu making up for her lack of special attacking. So, yeah, Clefairy, not bad. Clefable, look in chat. I thought I wrote Clefable. Clefable's not an SA tier. Clefable is a B tier songo. I wrote Clefable. Yeah, Clefable's not an A tier. Clefairy is the A tier. Clefable's B tier. Do you want to go with your final choice or come up with something on the fly, Songo? Because for A tiers, I mean, there's quite a good chunk of them left. You got plenty to pick from. It's just a matter of which one you want to pick. Was gonna Zard? You want to go with Zard? We'll go with the Charizard. All right, where's that silly guy? Charizard. So, I fucking hate this Pokemon. But I'm not going to. I'm not gonna. You know, this is not my place to say it. So Charizard. If Sun is up, it has a very powerful Heat Wave. You know, got Solar Beam. If you want to run Hurricane and Miss, by all means, run Hurricane and Miss. I'm very interested since this team is. It's cooking. It's a cooking team. So hey, we will see how that goes. Along with the cooking going on, Sadness's final Pokemon is all the way down here, and another Pokemon I actually hate because I want to curse stomp it into the fucking ground because it's the ugliest Pokemon next to Enamorus. Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory is going to be the final Pokemon of Sadness. This is a choice. Poison Psychic. Primarily just used as a sweeper. I've seen a funny-ass fake-out Fling set. It's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. Frisk is useless in open team sheet, so it's going to be Toxic Chain or Toxic Thread or whatever. It's Toxic Chain, I think. Yeah, it's Toxic Chain. Point is, Monkey Dory's kind of silly, and I'm a little interested to see what we're cooking up with. Toast sent me their final pick, and I'm going to access DMs to check this out. Okay, and their final pick is another base choice. I love this Pokemon. Electivire! Electivire, everyone's favorite. God, I wish you were so much better than you actually are, Pokemon. This thing is awesome. It is so cool looking. Why is it so bad? Though it did get some actual buffs this generation. It got Bulk Up and it got Supercell Slam, so it actually can do damage for once in its life. Electivire is a super rad Pokemon. I am very curious how this team is going to work with these choices, but I think it's a little cooking. And you know what? The point of a draft is you take some garbage and you make it work, and Electivire, not bad at all. Umi, you are second to last. What's we cooking up here, my friend? Hello.
Hello. I'll let you pick this one.
You want
between two.
It's between
Yep.
two. All right. What's the two you're coming up with?
Moltres or Annihilate?
Is Annihilate? Oh wait, you have an A tier left. I forgot. Oh yeah, Annihilate.
Moltres was taken? Alright, then I guess we're going to Annihilate.
Yeah, Annihilate. I forgot you had the A tier left. That's my bad. So Annihilate. I love Annihilate. I used one in my playthrough. I think he's super cool. What's your thoughts on Annihilate?
Defiant, go Burr, especially when all y'all are picking Intimidate.
So, Mousehold Annihilate is a combo as old as time. I mean, you know, you click beat up, Annihilate gets that beautiful Rage Fist, and in Defiant does just deny all forms of stat drops, because then you're gonna have to deal with the angriest monkey on the planet, so angry that he died. So, now that your team has been drafted, what's your thoughts? Are you satisfied with your team?
Not quite, but I'm gonna try to make it work.
Hey, by all...
You already saw the team that I was gonna go with, and it's completely in the opposite direction.
I mean, hey, you're a good player. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
I'm sure I will.
Hey, I wish you nothing but the best of luck for the tournament. Hell yeah. And finally, Starshade, your final pick.
This is the only Ruin Pokemon that was never put in A or S.
Oh,
it's Wo-Chien.
You're going with Wo-Chien. What would you like to elaborate on Wo-Chien?
No.
Okay, how are you feeling about your team overall in that case?
These are all the Pokemon I wanted.
Oh, so you did not get sniped at all?
I did not get sniped at all.
Damn, congrats. You're one of the few that have not been affected by the snipes. I mean, that's a live Wo-Chien reaction if I say so myself. Oh, I mean, hey, you know what? If you don't want to elaborate, by all means, I'm excited to see what you're cooking in that case. Oh.
I'll just say it's funny, and no one's going to have fun.
By all means. Oh, so chat. With that being said, the draft has ended. I'll have to DM Mallory to get their final picks. But, to elaborate, before we end, Mimi has drafted Fluttermane, Cantonian Arcanine, Galarian Moltres, Dugong, Luxray, and Altaria. Wintercat has drafted Amoonguss, Alolan Ninetales, Meowscarada, Ceruledge, Gardevoir, and Sneasler. Biohazard has drafted Chienpao, Dragonite, Indeedee Male, Bellabolt, Revavroom, and Banette. Printercat has drafted Incineroar, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Mismagius, Corviknight, and Quaquaval. Entity of Justice has drafted Brian Hands, Superior, Cantonian Moltres, Mimikyu, Blastoise, and Glimmora. Roddy Does Stuff has drafted Tornadus Incarnate, Hitmontop, Milotic, Garchomp, Hisuian Quillfish, and Iron Leaves. Sparking Blade is King Gambit, Iron Bundle, Bronzong, Ditto, Brambleghast, and Talonflame. Paleheart Bun is Cresselia, Walking Wake, Smeargle, Alolan Muck, Flamigo, Chandelure. Chocolate is Whimsicott, Indeedee Female, Gyarados, Skeledirge, Terrakion, and Tinkaton. LS Mewtwo is Grass Ogapon, Electabuzz, Hisuian Samurott, Iron Moth, Bastiodon, and Salamence. General Newt, Latios, Hisuian Arcanine, Cantonian Weezing, Slacking, Sandy Shocks, and Aspartha. Mallory, so far, again, I will be DMing them to get their final picks, but they have so far drafted Goldengo, Hippowdon, and Torkoal. Nax is Raging Bolt. I almost said Iron Bolt. Raging Bolt, Rotom, Heat, Metagross, Lumizion, Hisuian, Zoroark, and Male Meowstic. Songolint is Chi-Yu, Baxcalibur, Charizard, Regigigas, Medicham, and Meganium. Sadness has drafted Ogerpon Wellspring, Archaladon, Politoed, Slowbro Galarian, Galarian Articuno, Munkidori. Your Game is Still Toast is Urshifu Single Strike, Entei, Hatterene, Slitherwing, Eluzamize, and Electivire. Senzu Umi is Urshifu Rapid Strike, Pelipper, Annihilate, Brute Bonnet, Mousehold, and Clodsire. And finally, Starshade is Heatran, Latios, Raikou, Basculegion Male, Fezandipity, and Wo-Chien. Thank you all for joining the live draft. Again, the tournament is February 17th, 11 a.m. ET. You pretty much, it will be hosted on the Emerald Quadrant YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and I will try to also get it set up over here for those who do wish to watch it over here. I will not promise anything, but I will try. To those watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.